Anyways, right? Um, I want to be, I want to delete the culture that they tried to put me into. I want to delete it all. I want it all deleted from me. Every day that I live, I understand that I'm becoming something more. In order to become something more, you can't really hold on to the old. You have to understand the new beginning, and where it's going to lead you to, right? And today, I really started expressing as myself. I really did. And in this world, everybody's stuck in this world. And I told myself, I said, take me away from here. I don't want to be here no more. I don't want to be around people that's trying to keep me somewhere that I don't want to be at. I don't want to be in this world with false people. I don't. I want everything that's false to disappear. Everything. I want it all erased. This world doesn't deserve to get to live because there is no life in here. What is life about? People sucking your energy away from you and using it to their will? That's what life is about? I'm looking at this commercial and it keep telling me, and I know like this commercial be showing me many things. Every time I see it, they like they put the same situation where it's a little girl and a mother, and it's like they trying to find a way, you know what I mean? But in the game, it clearly shows that the reason why that is happening is because on a simple fact, right? I'm talking. Please stop asking me questions. Thank you. Anyways, like I was saying before, right? I'm looking at this game and I'm like, what's the point in this game? Like, oh, this game it's really created for girls. I'm like, what's the importance of this? It don't matter which way they go in life. Life is not designed to be a mother and a little girl just living life on their own. Life is not designed to be like that. And every time I see the commercial, right, when they try to live by themselves without him, it keeps showing them fail, fail, fail. I'm like, yo, this commercial is one of the best commercials I ever seen. I knew it was more than what it was because I used to kind of look at the commercial and just kind of bypass it, not really paying attention to it too much. And then I started to realize like that commercial has everything to do with me in this present moment. Self not gonna keep showing you something repeatedly. It's just not. Once you graduate through something consciously, self like, oh, you graduated, keep on moving. It's time for you to experience something new. I got up today and was really just expressing as myself and just listening to myself, not judging myself, not sitting here looking at it as bad and wrong. But I was inside of the store. And when I'm inside of the store, I understand that I draw a lot of attention and I love it. That's just what I naturally am. But at the same time, the people that were around me, I said something to everybody in the store. And I can feel the energy like they like, we hear you. We may not be looking at you, but we hear exactly what you're saying, bro. And you right. We just, I said to them, and I've been repeatedly saying this over and over. The life and the culture that they tried to put me into, I literally told everybody, I hate this life that we live. I hate this shit. And you can tell with the energy in everybody, the message resonated where you like, yeah, I can see you right. We ain't gonna look at you and do like this. But this is what I will say. The two little boys that was in front of me, right, when I started speaking that, one of their heads started bouncing just like this. Like, yup, you are right, bro. I ain't gonna look at you, right? But I'm gonna do like this and show you you is 100% right in your expression. In this false community that they put me in, motherfuckers is so NPC'd out, they can't even understand what they self. Yo, he's expressing truthfully, y'all. He's telling you like, this life, this culture that was designed, I hate this whole shit. And you know how people look at it? They look at it like, oh, you hate us. No. I hate the culture that we became. The mind that we became. And you don't understand that because you're stuck into it. And then when someone says something, oh, you're crazy. You're out of your mind. Yeah, I'm out of the mind that they tried to create and put in me. I felt great today. Set that shit on everybody and didn't give a fuck. There's new, like, this, what I'm becoming is not what I'm going to run from. And running would be you not expressing how you feel. When you express how you feel to the culture that you supposedly came from, then it's like, yeah, this was supposed to be said. Everybody look at this culture like it's perfect. This shit not perfect. This shit trash. The culture's so fake, you gotta literally follow a rulership underneath a fucking woman. This shit garbage. And I'm not following underneath no fucking woman just to get shit. I don't care how y'all feel, because y'all don't know how to feel. Don't ever tell me to love this world. Look how they try to word it. I'd be laughing at people. Look at this shit. Like, people don't even understand what you're saying, bro. Look at this shit. I'm not gonna to let this matrix make me hate this beautiful experience that is life. The environment does not control my emotions. That sound like an emotionless fucking being, if you ask me. Expression in your emotions, right? Maybe you need to go through a course of expressing. 9 times out of 10, I'm pretty sure that person has been programmed to ignore their emotions. So when you go out into an environment, oh, I see what's going on, but I'm not going to express what's going on. So watch this. You can go through an environment, right? See what's going on, and you're not going to express what's going on. How is that helping the environment? The trees express. The grass express. Everything expresses itself. But when it comes to a human form of a consciousness, oh, you're not allowed to express, because if you start expressing, then that means that the environment is controlling your emotions. What? So if I express truthfully, the environment is controlling my emotion. Yo, this shit be funny, bruh. What else comedy jokes do y'all have for me today? Any other comedy jokes? Because to me, that comment looked like a fucking joke if you ask me. I'm going to express, and let me tell you about the power of expression that a lot of these people not mastering that I'm going through. The minute that I express the environment that I don't want to be into, the environment that shows nothing more than self-hate, guess what happens? I get removed out of it. Because what I'm speaking to existence is I'm not aligned with this environment. I don't want to be here in this environment. Do you know what that does in someone's reality? It generates them to go somewhere else. You have to express what you do not like. Yourself wants you to know that. There is no self that's going to sit here and tell you, just go through the environment and never express how you feel in the environment. That's not correct. That's incorrect. It's totally different if the environment is consuming your mind and you ain't got no control. It's totally different when someone come into the experience and be like, I don't like this stuff. That's messed up. What those kids is going through is jacked up. Look at this stuff. I don't like none of this stuff. And so you're emotional now. You're emotional. Not actually understanding when you express with your emotions, you actually get to know what your truthful emotions are. Being emotionally empowered is a power of yourself. When the last time you cried? Zero memory. How I know that? No, comment for that. Will you comment for that? When the last time you cried? Predictable programming. You only cry if you're sad or if you're down. Sad. I express with my tears in many different factors, and I'm never afraid. I never feel sorrow. I never feel pain. You know what I understand with my tears that a lot of people can't understand with their own tears? You're not listening to what I'm saying to you. We live in a third dimension. That's a dimension of consciousness. When you start expressing what you don't like, what is not aligned with you, the tears, the emotions that you build up, tear down the old dimensions that you were in consciously. Do you understand that? You don't understand that. So don't tell nobody about how they express and how their emotions, because you don't understand the power of expression. You don't understand the power of emotions. You don't understand it. How is yourself supposed to know that you don't like something based on, let me just watch and shut up? That's not going to get you nowhere. When you go into the environment, you like, I don't like this. I don't like this either. I don't like this environment. Now, right? I have the opportunity to take myself out this environment and go to a new environment. When I go over there, I'm going to express the same way. Oh, this environment is nice. I like this. This is beautiful. Oh, I like how this play. They got such and such over here. They got this store over here. Oh, wow. People don't understand what I'm saying to them. People keep interjecting people into my experiences. No. The environment that I'm in is not the environment I want to be in. So in order to get out of that environment, you had to express, this is the environment I don't want to be in. What self is going to do is draw you up a plan that you got to follow to get you up out of there. I know for a lot of people, you don't talk to yourselves in the mirror. You don't program your own mind and say, this is what I don't like and this is what I do like. Self had to take you through things that you don't like in order for you to say to yourself, I don't like this right here. No, I don't like this. This is not what I want. This is not what you want? No. So what is it that you want? I want to experience life like this, experience life like that, experience life like this. Today, I'm about to go to a whole nother basketball court outside of this environment and have fun with myself. That lets you know, nah, he kind of mastered something because he understands things about environments. Every time you come into an environment that you don't like, the best thing to do is to speak about the things that you don't like. That way you don't get programmed to something that you actually don't like. Okay? So what I would say for a lot of people, get to know yourselves. Okay? Stop trying to judge me through this camera. Stop trying to tell me what to do in my experiences. Do you understand that? Because when it comes down towards humans as a whole, baby, y'all don't got a great memory system, especially with me. Do you understand the tech today? And it seems like it bothers a lot of people that you don't agree with the environments that they are in. The mind gives off power towards many worlds. And when a reality bender says it's fed up, this is when everyone wants to come and say, you're doing this and you're being like this. Can I ask you a question? Did you sit down and have dinner with me? No. You ever went to a movie with me? No. You ever went shopping with me? No. Ever went to the beach with me? No. So you had no experiences with me to know me. Zero. You're taking, based on what I'm saying, which is a phase in life, that phase in and phase out. Right. And what happened if myself is telling me, now you need to actually express like this? So self can know this is what you don't like. Yeah, this is what I don't like. It's just as much as someone try to give you something, right? And you say, I don't like that. I don't like that stuff. So if you can express and say, you don't like this, I can express and say, I don't like the environment. Yeah, please back up. Okay? All right. A lot of you people are dead consciously. That's just what it is. And you don't understand what expression is. What, you think expression is based on you expressing through what, just the phone and shit? Before I even get to this phone, I already will be expressing already. You could tell that people is dead consciously because on a simple fact, you don't even express the things that y'all don't like. Y'all just sitting there inside the environment like, it's okay, this is the only thing we got. And you got another conscience that's like, no, this is not it. It's something more. You're not going to get my attention, so please stop. Before I boot you out the whole live, okay? Stop doing that. I had to talk to 2 young boys today. I had to tell the one boy, right, I said, excuse me, what's going on? He was like, oh, I'm like, excuse me, sir. Let me tell you something. I'm expressing right now. Right, you do not have to put your attention upon me. The message of what I'm speaking about is a message of self. It has nothing to do with you, sir. He had to realize in that moment, like, damn, I thought you was talking to me the whole time. Like, no. You think that's what's wrong with people today. You think I'm talking to you? How am I talking to you if I didn't address it to your name? Did I ask you, what's your name, sir? Jamal, such and such, such and such. That's when someone talking to you, sir, when they call your name. You think when someone's speaking out loud, they talking to you? They're not talking to you. The dude literally realized, he was like, let me just turn around the other way. You got it. I thought you was talking to me. No, I'm not talking to you. This message is not for you. You understand? All right. Shit is funny. Do 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 do. Thank you. You see? So it's a lot of NPCs that is actually upon the earth. That what's happened consciously is that souls don't want to be around computers no more. That's the biggest thing. Remember, right? Everybody thought if they gave up their internal souls, that the machine was going to remain forever. And being that an eternal soul is speaking about it, right? Everybody, they feel some type of way about it. You can pay attention to the system when the system is actually defeated. It will make certain comments. It would try to, make certain things about you. That lets you know that the system has been defeated. Because souls are not giving up the energy of what it wants. Souls is looking at the environment like, yeah, burn this environment down. It was a whole black girl walking out, I was like, yeah, burn this whole thing down. And all she could do was just look up at me like, damn, that's how he feel? Damn. I ain't heard that in a minute, but damn, that's how you feel. Burn this whole shit down. Souls is getting sick of being in the world where they like, hold on, let me see this real quick. So hold on, y'all able to do all this? And based on me being self-liberated, I had to go through this? Like, yeah, burn this whole thing down. Older ladies looking up at me, I'm like, yeah, wasn't y'all air quality just fucked up a couple of days ago? Burn this whole shit down. There you go. Put another heat dome on this motherfucker. August is one of the hottest months, isn't it? All I know is burn everything down. I don't, what else you want me to know? What you want me to know? Let me know. I'll listen to you. What, you want me to know the same replay for year by year? By being in this false human experience? Where if you consciously are liberated, we're gonna treat you like this. You gotta give your energy to the system. Burn everything down. There you go. Burn everything down. You understand? Don't ever come to a soul and try to manipulate a soul with some fucking words and try to tell a soul how it's supposed to experience or how it's supposed to express. Don't ever tell me that. It's a new fucking day around here. And when souls want to express, you shut the fuck up or go somewhere else. You fucking NPCs can't express because you ain't got no fucking downloaded experiences to express. This world is not of God. That's why I get very dark on shit and fuck over everything. Motherfuckers like, even motherfuckers with darkness be like, he just ran through my whole shit. My darkness different. You ever got your darkness to fight for light? Yeah, motherfucker. Motherfuckers don't understand what real darkness is with intelligence. Think darkness one type of way. Because every time the light come outside, everyone ignores the light that's outside, doesn't it? Isn't that right? Everybody want to destroy the light when it's outside, isn't it? The light expressing. Can't stand this world. This world need to change. Getting sick of this damn environment. Take me out this environment. Put me into a new environment. Oh, you're the problem. I'm the problem. Everything burn. Drop the fuck down. Now, say I'm the problem again. It's okay to be angry because you understand the intelligence in your anger. They want you to be some fucking machine, bro. He's just angry black man. Better stop calling me that shit. That's just wrong with you fucking AIs today. You think that this AI life is gonna remain here forever. And everybody know it ain't. We know that. Yeah, even third dimensional beings understand that. Burn this motherfucker down. Who's next? Every day we wake up, we like, let me see. Same play, burn this shit down again. Wake up again, same thing, burn this shit down again. You know what's going on, right? This world not understanding like, yo, these souls, they can do what the fuck they want to do. Right. I feel like the best thing to do at this point in time is not to fight against them. The best thing to do is for us that don't have souls, we can do one or two things. Either get to know the ones that have souls so we can obtain it, or if we fight against them, they became so intelligent, like, reserve my energy, reserve my whole energy right here, throw all this shit on all y'all, there you go. Understand the things that y'all going the things that y'all going through today is the things that these souls are experiencing and is going through. It's a projection from the solar conscious right in the physical realm. You don't understand that, do you? You think you going through life like this? You think the economy falling down just to be falling down? No. Everything's falling down because the souls is like, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do this. And all these systematic beings is on some shit like, oh, just work against you, work against you, work against you. Like, all right, everything fall down. People sitting there like, how did I just lose my job? How did I just lose my house? Because you was working against the soul. That's what you were doing. You were working against source. So source is just projecting you in a reality where you can understand consciously, yeah, this is not worth it as an NPC. Do you understand? It's going to get worse. And all we're doing is we're getting happier that things is going into straight chaos. Y'all not about to live in this world and be happy in it. Y'all going to be very sad. Where my water at, bro? Watch this. Fire his ass up, bro. Hit him with intelligence real quick. Okay. So, an individual looks at him, right? And this is what's funny about this world. This is why I told you these is all NPCs. I'm gonna show you something. People in the world are eating dead animals, dead flesh, everything. And not even actually understanding, right? That's destroying the hardware of your vessel on the inside. You think you looking at real faces around you because the faces have pus within it? Anyone would understand, even a doctor understands. Last time I went to the doctor, he literally told me, he said, you are very healthy. He said, you really are. He said, you're not underweight. Now, that's just how your genetic makeup is. So you're telling me if you look natural, right? These unnatural beings forgot how natural people look? Damn. That's what's in front of you. You can tell that the AI has been reconfigured. Well, when you look at people's faces, you be like, why these faces are so puffy? Because people eat dead chickens, dead animals, everything dead. And that's not a motherfucker that don't need to go to the hospital? You telling me that's perfectly right. Notice that the comment section stopped, right? Right. So motherfuckers walking around with, pay attention. You got motherfuckers walking around talking about something, I'm eating chicken fingers. Since when a chicken had a finger? You people consciously are dead. Something is wrong with y'all. Anyone understand that if you start eating unnatural, your appearances start becoming unnatural. I don't eat dead chickens and shit or anything that's dead. That's why I look the way I look. Very healthy. This shit is, I'm trying to tell you, these human beings is out of control, bro. We got to make that body count drop a little bit more. Oh, yeah. Thank you for letting us know that, too. Okay? Have a nice day, sir. Shit is brazy tech out here. They let me know everything about them, don't they? They let me know, like, so you telling me a person that have a puffy face that's filled with death, that's a natural face? Come on, bruh. Always understand, right? As a human being, you're only designed to do one thing. And you know what that is, right? What you're doing now, okay? Have a nice day. I love myself. I love my genetic makeup. I love the way I look. I love the way my structure look. Okay? All right. So with that being said, sir or ma'am, please go somewhere else. Shit is brazy tech up out here. We got motherfuckers with dead faces. The technology of your body holds information and data. When it comes towards the chicken of the information and data of the chicken is that it is now going into a state, and you know what type of state that is, right? It's going to decay. So human beings are designed to eat things that actually decay. Talking about something they actually live for God. That's a Satan act, if you ask me. Real tech. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about Popeye's chicken, Kentucky Fried Chicken, and all the dead chickens that you eat. A dead motherfucker only eat dead shit. An alive conscious is only going to eat things that's alive. Do you understand? So the conscious that's at the bottom of us is pretty much dead. What I'm requesting is that the technology of the body be removed off the earth by burning. Do you understand? All right. Shit is brazy tech. I'm getting sick of living around motherfuckers that's dead. I'm very healthy. You just don't understand how health is. You understand? Can probably outrun a motherfucker, outthink a motherfucker, and everything. Okay? All right. They want me to be this. They want me to be filled with dead intelligence in my body. And I'm healthy. Yo. You motherfuckers so unconsciously dead, motherfuckers be drinking milk from cows. That's real milk. You drinking out of someone else's titty. You human beings is dead. Human beings is something to laugh at. Human beings are something to laugh at. Y'all not something that's important, okay? Stop trying to make yourselves important to me, because you're not important to me, okay? Thank you. Back to what I was doing. Right. The technology of your body needs to hold information and data of life. Let me show you. An NPC cannot express. Do you know why? The reason why it cannot express is because it doesn't have an alive state of information and data to express with. When life is within life, it naturally has an expression. Death is not going to express like that. It's just going to be like, yeah, everything good. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Okay? All right. That's why I burnt all this shit up. Got sick of y'all motherfuckers as a whole. All they do is practice them satanic ways. Eating spliced creations and shit. All these human beings are spliced creations because they eat spliced creations. Yeah, you do. The chicken is a spliced creation. Let me tell you how unintelligent the human being conscious is. How you eating a bird and the technology of the bird's conscious never gained an ability to actually use its wings. If you ever, let me tell you something. You think, right, that people's minds are fully developed. How the fuck you gonna be fully developed if you eating things that's underdeveloped? Didn't I tell you the human conscious is a fucking retard? I told you that. Only a fucking retard would eat a fucking bird that's underdeveloped. Fucking dummy. Talking about some, we are healthy by eating dead chickens. No, you are unhealthy and you're fucking dead. You could tell human beings is stupid. You eating some shit that got an expiration date on it. This shit is going into a decay state. Talking about some, I'm alive. I'm alive. How the fuck you alive if everything that you eat is going to a decay state? You eat shit that decay. What's the difference between you and a fucking zombie? Because zombie eat things. Shut the fuck up. You eat the same thing that zombies eat. Dead motherfuckers. I'm eating chicken wing. I'm eating chicken finger. You could tell that the human conscious is a fucking lie to itself. Where the fucking fingers at on the chicken? Fucking illiterate AI programs. Just what you said. I always pointed to a gorilla. They eat nothing but fruits and vegetables from the organic trees. And they suit is very big, isn't it? Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. You said gorillas are the smartest ones. You got to come to the cats for their intelligence, baby. Yeah, we know that. We're not saying that gorillas are stupid. We're not saying that. But we understand consciously that cats is the most intelligent when it comes towards the animal kingdom. Okay? You may not understand that just yet. The cats are the most intelligent species when it comes to the animal kingdom. Even Christ would tell you that. I'm not saying gorillas are dumb or less than. No. But when it comes to intelligence, right, cats have a little bit more. You probably didn't really do that research yet, right? Let me know when you do the research, okay? All right. Has bacteria. They say Taco Bell just said the letters that they have bacteria in it and just continued it. Oh, that's that parasite that's robbing everybody for their assholes. Oh my God, no way you just said it like that. What? I don't care. They got Taco Bell, right? I already seen it. It's called the Cyclopsaurus. It's a parasite. That's what they call it, the Cyclopsaurus. Shit over here raiding motherfuckers for their assholes. I could show you the video right now. I can show you the video. It's a woman on there, right? And it's giving them diarrhea. Real shit, this shit funny. It's giving them diarrhea, but the parasite is controlling their bowel movements. Where the lady, like, right, she was in the store and diarrhea just started coming running out her ass. And the people like, get the fuck out the store, go home. She like, I can't, it's just coming out. To me, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm glad you human beings is going through this. You can't give me anything else in life. Let that damn parasite raid the fuck out that asshole. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. No. What? Y'all want to play for Satan and shit? So God just watching like, damn, that asshole just got raided by that shit? What's the name of that parasite? The Cyclopsaurus. God damn, that. Damn. You telling me human beings be getting knocked out by motherfucking small ass parasites? Raid that ass. Bro, you funny as fuck. What? Okay. I'm gonna say, oh my God. What? Bro, listen, bro. I'm over here laughing because on the simple fact, I'm looking at human beings like, you telling me a parasite just overrided the technology of your whole body and that shit making you shit? So hold on real quick. So parasites can actually control motherfuckers. Damn. That motherfucker controlling the motherfucker asshole. Like, yeah, you what you about to do? I'm about to go outside and go do something. No, you not. Get your ass in the house and take a shit. The fuck in here. You know what's going on, right? What's going on is that they're purposely doing that to y'all on purpose. You know that, right? I'm trying to tell y'all what's going on, and you don't have to listen to me. Just say I'm a crazy motherfucker, okay? That's all you gotta say. That is way more simply for you to do that, all right? Now look, what's happening at the top is this. The job market as a whole, it's not that the job market is just falling down. It's certain reasons why it's falling down. Do you understand what those reasons are? How many pregnant women you seen this summer? Damn. This is self-research. I'm using your environment to show you something. How many women have you seen get pregnant this year? You can't even state more than 10 people. Setups. That lets you know something wrong. You think that's normal? Let me tell you something, bro. When I was small, bro, every year I got to see over more than 50 women get pregnant, bro. Now, bro, this whole year, I only seen one girl that was pregnant this year. That's not good, bro. That's not good, bro. That's something off, bro. Something off. You think that's normal? So it's normal if you walk in around an environment that consists of life, the energy of life, everything, conscious of life, everything. And you telling me, right, I'm not saying that's the only thing I'm going to see, but based on what I know right now in this moment, I only see one pregnant woman. And that's normal. Yeah, burn this whole life up right here. Yep, destroy the whole job market. You know why? The more and more y'all don't get jobs, it's going to force y'all back into life. Yeah, keep on fighting against the shit because life is undefeatable. Human beings can't defeat life. Show me. Fight back. No, show me, because what I'm looking at, human beings, they getting destroyed. Motherfuckers is saying, oh, watch this. This is how you know life is destroying shit. Motherfuckers in their conscious like, yeah, we can't have no babies unless we got some money, baby. You know it's a motherfucker, right? They're over there having a sexual experience and they don't even know, like, yeah, you just put a whole baby in her and you ain't got no money in your pockets. You know what's about to happen? Life is about to show you you can't intertwine money in your thoughts of creating. That's your problem. You think, oh, life only happened based on if I have the money, because it make common sense to have money in order to have a baby. No, that's not true. That's not true. That's not true. You think that's true? Okay. Last time I checked, right? And you have no choice but to agree with me. Before the empire of money, transactional experiences, there wasn't no fucking money. And people were still getting pregnant without money. This is the life that we're going back to. And human beings fight against it. Because the more you fight against it, the more it whoop y'all conscience out to show y'all this what life is going to. Human beings have lost control over this shit. Human beings like, yeah, fuck this. And life like, oh yeah, fuck this. Fuck your job right here. Fuck your mortgage right here. Fuck your car note right here. Now what's happening? Oh, it's okay. I'ma apply and I'ma put 50 job interviews in here. And then what happened? Ain't nobody trying to hire me. Yeah, get your ass whooped by life right here. Get the fuck down. You think money runs life? Money don't run life. That's what you believe into. And your belief system is being destroyed in front of your very eyes. What I would tell you as a human being, keep fighting. So you can understand, like, the only way you're going to see it is to keep fighting against yourself. So I would tell you, disobey your fucking self. Put in 100 applications. See where you get at. I already did it for myself. That shit don't be working and shit. Yeah, I'm different. So I'm like humble with myself like a child. Once I do something, I'll be like, okay, self, I see the pattern. What should I do next? And so be like, okay, I got you ready to do that. That's why I'm be getting whooped out by life. And people be looking at me like, how the fuck you just escape all that? Because I'm smart with myself. I don't play against myself. I'll do something and I got pattern recognition. So instead of working for everything else, I just started putting my energy of what myself want me to do. That's it. And so I be getting more and stuff. And people be looking at me like, how the fuck you not suffering like us? Because I'm not working against myself. Yeah. Can you do me a favor? Can you work against yourself so I can see what happened? I'm done. No, I'm just trying to figure out, because I don't want to do that to myself and then it kick back. So if you do it right here, I know what the kickback is. I'm done, bruh. I like when human beings work against themselves. Hell yeah. You know why? I be getting the upgrades, 2.5. I be like, Mr. What happened? They be like, I put in 50 applications and ain't nobody hiring me. I be like, can I ask you a question? You about to have some kids? No, because I ain't got no money. Okay, I'm gonna disobey that right there. Yeah, I'm gonna disobey that. No way, I'm gonna disobey that. I'm good. Yeah, I'm gonna disobey that. I'm gonna do the opposite of what you're doing. You're just gonna get me somewhere else. And then you're gonna be sitting and looking at me like, how the fuck you got all the way here? Because I was obeying myself. Yeah, y'all selves is beating the fuck out of y'all. Y'all know that, right? No, yourself is sitting on the other side of your life right here, watching everything you do. Like, oh yeah, I'm about to go out here, act dumb, crash. Like, yo, how you just got crashed out like that? What happened? You don't know what's going on? No. Oh, keep on playing against yourself. You'll figure out what's going on. Oh, no, you'll figure out what's going on real quick. Y'all people don't understand. Y'all selves have caught up with y'all by now. Y'all just don't understand it. Y'all just looking at it like, man, fuck that shit. I can do what the fuck I want to do. Hard-headed ass kids. Y'all some hard-headed ass kids. Y'all very hard-headed. Y'all do understand consciously, right? Y'all do understand consciously. Y'all still children, right? Come here, sir. Come here, sir. Let me show you something about Jesus' people. They making a peace offering to him again. It's the program. Watch. Jesus love you. Oh, let me go back to the technology in my mind real quick. Oh, here it go right here. You said that Jesus loved me. Based on the memory bank of my mind and experiencing with Jesus people, just listen, okay? I'm gonna show you as a Christian, you only looking to see, right? In my mind, I still gave my mind to that congregation. That's what you're looking for one. You're searching, okay? I can't be aligned with Jesus people because one time myself wanted me to go through an experience with Jesus people, and I went to their pantry, right? And I wanted to see how they was going to act, right? So what I did was, it's saying in the Bible that Jesus wouldn't force a message on you in order to receive food or anything. That's what it's saying inside y'all's Bible for y'all congregation. That's what it say. But the human people, they re-engineered the whole shit. They was sitting there like, so you don't want to listen to what we're telling you? I'm like, see that right there? That's controlment, ain't it? Ain't that how Jesus people work? You trying to control the conscious based on the message that you want to put in the conscious. And the conscious like, oh yeah, I don't want to listen to that. I'm just hungry. Can you give me some food? That's controlment. That's how your Jesus work, doesn't it? Look, notice that they get real quiet when you say that, right? And then I remember also, I went to this other church. It's called what is that? St. Paul or St. Peter's. I want to say St. Peter's or St. Paul. It's one of those. I had went in there and it was this like possessive white woman. Every time I come in there, she always be like trying to possess me, like be trying to control me, tell me how to move. That's how Jesus people move, don't they? Now, understand that the person that's, right, celebrating Jesus, notice that they're not empathetic or sympathetic. Pay attention to that. It's only, what is that? Controlment. That's it. Notice that the congregation of, just to confirm, the congregation of Christians, he not telling you that's not how they supposed to be moving. See? So that lets you know that's how they move. Setups. Okay? I'm not done with you real quick. Come here. Let me sit down right here. Come here. No, they didn't let me take the food and leave. They started to argue with me. Isn't that what your people do? That's what happened. I'm only telling you the memories and experiences that I went through. That's the way you're supposed to operate, right? Notice that the person's not saying that's not how we operate. Told you. It's not saying no, they're not supposed to do that to you. Told you. The person is saying to you like, no, that's what they're supposed to do. Told you. It's all about controlment. That's what I seen in religion. That's why I don't bother with none of that stuff. And everybody keep like throwing it to my face. And the reason why you keep throwing it is because someone can watch a mind and they can understand like this mind has been liberated, so we need to throw it into a system. Told you. Now, oh, I guess Danny J. Let me see that person name. Danny J must be talking to the other one that's commenting. Yeah, that's what's going on. He's not talking to me. Let me see that one comment. So you're telling, right, that person must be talking to that person down there. He ain't directing it to me. Now I can't even understand that. Let me see the other comment down here. So, right? Just pay attention. And you'll see it all pop out. I ain't gotta say that. I'm just watching. That's all I'm doing. It's gonna pop out in a minute. You can't hide it. I'm gonna show it to the people too. It'll come out. So let's go right here. In our time frame, for us, right, what you have to understand is the European-centric mind deals with mythological characters. In my time frame, I deal with Egyptians. I start where source come from, not where things were copied and pasted and rewritten and then I become a follower, okay? That way you know. The conscious has already made his own self-decisions. So trying to rewire him back into an old congregation that he pretty much was, how can I say? Because in the Christian's text, right, the Egyptians, they go with their third eye. In the Christian text, they actually put a cross upon your third eye. What did you just say? No, I'm trying to tell you something. The Egyptian time frames, they go with the third eye. The Christian time frames is to go against the third eye. This is why when they say, I'm anointing you, right, they go to the crown of your head where your third eye is at, and they place a cross on it to cross it out. That's for God, isn't it? No? Yes. So you're saying that Christians don't war with Egyptians? No, you don't. How you say not? Let me know. I'm trying to pull you away from that world and pull you into the Egyptian time world. No, or my bad, let me rephrase that. You're trying to pull me into the European-centric mind. You know why you're doing that, right? Pay attention to the setup of what you're doing. I'm going to tell you what you're doing. And if you proceed, whatever that happens to you, happens, okay? What you are doing is this. You're trying to recalibrate the technology of the mind in front of us. You're telling that this mind shall only believe in the image of Jesus. That's what you're doing. What you are doing also is you're trying to twist the mind, right? And make sure that it doesn't believe in itself or believe in the connection of self in source that it's connected to. That's what you're doing. I just want to show you what you're doing. You do understand that's what you're doing, right? You're telling that conscious, you're not source, you're not such and such. Only this image is. That's what you're doing. You do know that, right? Should be very aware of what you're doing. I'm pretty sure the deity that operates within you knows exactly what it's doing, okay? Now, let me step into your dimension of consciousness in order to reveal what's going on. When it comes towards your church, right, your church is not just a church, okay? It's more identical to like a temple, okay? Temples and everything around you has an energy frequency, okay? It's just as much as a television has an energy frequency. Your energy is connected to the television. Little do you know. Now let's get into this so you can understand something. That way you know what you are doing, okay? That way when punishment touched this RAM, you can understand exactly what you were doing on this camera. Okay? What you are saying is that I should swap my energy out with the energy of the church. I should unplug from source and now come to a lower form of energy. How do I know that? When you speak the spell of church, understand that I can reveal the spell because I know the spell. You have to spell things out, but can you reveal the spell that you're spelling out? Let me show you what you're doing. That way you can understand what type of trouble you got yourself into, okay? It's brazy how he's dissecting what you're doing. Now, let's get into it. The way you spell the word spell of church is C-H-U-R-C-H. Can I ask you a question? Can you look at the word like it's telling you something or telling you you're doing something? Look at it like that. Pay attention. Where does CH stimulate from? Your television. CH stands for channel. Okay? The U stands for you. The R stands for what you are doing. And then CH again is channel. Channel. You are channeling. Can I ask you a question? What is your congregation as a church channeling to? That's what you're doing. Just to let you know. You can go in further if you want to, but if punishment hits your RAM, just understand why you're being punished. Okay? When you see that a conscience has been liberated, the first thing you don't do is try to put it inside of a conscious spell by lying to it and telling it that you're not source, you're not God, you're not connected to God, because you had to come through this in order to be connected to God. You know not of who you speak to. You know not of what you speak to. So, with that being said, right, this is how the Christian church is. Now, let's pay attention to dissect things a little bit more. When it comes towards your church and when you're channeling to different energies, right? Can I ask you a question? When you put your body inside the water, can you see into multiple dimensions to see the energy frequency of what's within the water? Pay attention to the setup. This is the back door. Watch this. 95% of consciousness has no connection to the subconscious. The left mind, right, has no connection to the right brain. The reason why that is because the technology of the pineal gland is decalcified. Setups. If the technology of the pineal gland is decalcified, then that means the right brain and the left mind is not into connection. In order to view multiple dimensions, yourself has to teach you. So watch. In your Christian texts, right, you accept people that has decalcified pineal glands, setups. You will never accept a third eye within your congregation. If you did, why are you trying to convert the third eye into being crossed out again? You didn't see that on camera, did you? I know how to reveal it. You understand? Okay. So, with that being said, would you still let it keep going? Someone getting a disclosure today. Uh-huh. I don't have to be connected to your false ideology or your false God. The reason why that is because Mr. JC cannot be the original Christ. Let me show you. If this is the Christ, right? And this is the image that you want me to put in my mind creates my own reality. My mind empowers things. If I allow your image inside the technology of my mind, I will only be given power towards another nation that's outside of me. But that's what you're requesting me to do. You do understand that, right? Don't play stupid with me. You know exactly what you're doing. You're telling me to give up my consciousness of myself and now give another image to override my mind, overtake my mind, use the abilities in order to empower your European citric mind and world. Don't tell me that's not what you're doing because we're watching the shit. Why is it that you want me to put a false image of the Christ within my mind? I would be false to myself and I would be false towards Christ. Setups. How you going to say that this J character, that is nothing more than a mythological character, is actually accurate and real and has a connection to the original God of this planet? How dare you say that? I debunk your claims. Watch. When it comes to the technology of your DNA, the technology of your DNA is within you. The technology of your DNA is supposed to have a solar tie towards the solar conscious that's above you, that you call the sun. In order to be the sun, right, the sun has to have a connection with the sun in order to be called the solar Christ. You all mimic things and mock by saying, this is Christ. Stop. Where is the solar Christ? Because the solar Christ has solar memory and deal with soul. So, let's pay attention. You would say that this mythological character is actually real or accurate. How is it that if the DNA doesn't have a solar tie towards the sun, we're watching the play today, y'all all are burning? This is not the real image of the Christ. And the technology of the sun teaches that in real time. How dare we would ignore? We would be a fool to ourselves. Is that what you want us to be? Setups. Okay? There is the original and the first Christ that was upon this planet. Okay? And after that, there's many of them. But you're supposed to get to know the first Christ. You're not supposed to change the image of the Christ. Isn't that what you all have done? Setups. Not done with you. Sit down. It says inside your Bible that you bribe the technology of the minds. That's why we call it a Bible. You try to snatch out many of the different factors, right, where we can go to Egyptian time frame and see that the original Christ is eyes of flame, hair of wool, skin of bronze. But that is not the memory bank or the memory that you hold in your mind. Pay attention to the setup so you can understand where you're going. Okay? Now, when it comes towards the image of the Christ, that's not the image of the Christ that you hold in your mind. But when Christ appears in front of you, you would simply say, Christ saved me. Christ, I'm connected to you. How are you connected to Christ if the technology of your mind doesn't hold the image of the real Christ? Setups. Can I ask you a question? Did we all just catch so-called Christians try to convert Christ conscious into believing that he should submit towards a false image of the Christ? Setups. That's not what's playing on camera? You need my mind because they understand these minds actually empower worlds. If we put our image inside their mind and make them believe, they will forever empower our world. Can I ask you a question? The Christians must lost their power because they're coming to those specific minds. Yo, my brother, you want to come back to congregation and get converted? No, I'm talking about convert you so you can start empowering our European world. Please, my brother. Setups. How the fuck is this your brother if he just wants your supernatural powers? What do I get out of this? You get a Bible and you get to come to church every Sunday. And we'll tell you that we love you, but we really fucking hate you. We just want to use you. That's how we look at you. That's how we look at your image. We look at your image like you ain't Christ, but you want his mind. Setups. If he's nothing, why you want to use his mind? That exposed everything about you Christians. If I'm nothing, why do you want to use my mind? Why do you want to put the image of a Christ that has no identity to me? Why would you want to do that? What would that do? Oh, consciously would keep everybody in a belief system not to actually understand that they are source and they're connected to source. How do you know that? Oh, because when I was a kid, I'll show you what I did to your congregation. Understand that Christians try to infiltrate the technology of the mind when you're a child. I was so smart enough that I said, go ahead and do it. The reason why I do that is because of the simple fact. While you're thinking you're controlling me, you're putting me within your system. While I'm within your system, I'm getting to know everything about your system. You ever had someone do that before? Certain consciousness, right? They will trick the fuck out you. They were so great. They'll give you an illusion like, yeah, we controlling them. Not actually understanding, shit, we in your system, getting to know everything about it. Yeah. Let me see. That's what happened in this realm. Do you understand the tech? I'm one of those ones. And I'll tell you to your face I did that. I know everything about your system. How do you think I know about the channel system with inside the Christians? Your buildings, right, are connected to energy vortexes as well. That connect technology of the consciousness and spirits that operate within the consciousness of the moon in order to be projected from the moon now into this energy vortex, now inside the hardware of the vessel. Simple setups. You ever heard of an energy transfer? Setups. We know about this. You think we don't know? We're highly intelligent. Anyways, when it comes towards your baptism, you're telling me this is not an energy exchange? Simple setups. Get in that tech real quick. So you're telling me, right, when it comes to technology of your body, you can't understand that the technology of your body holds 90% of water? When you go through a baptism, water's on the outside of you. Why do you think that is? Setups. Does the water that's on the outside of you have a connection to the water that's within you? He's highly intelligent. I didn't think it was going to get this deep. Right. The technology of your pores, right, has a connection with the water that's inside of you. If I tell you to place your hand, right, and I throw water upon your body, guess what happens? The technology of your pores extract the information and data that is inside of the water. Setups. So, will my water that's within me become the water that's on the outside of me based upon I'm giving it access? Isn't it what they say with your original energy? Right? This is what they say. When you're going through an energy transfer by going through a baptism, notice something. When a child is going through a baptism, for some reason the child starts to cry. Ah, ah. If this is all by God, why is the children screaming? Notice that when it comes to even certain adults, and they go through a baptism, the people that's on the outside of them, let go, let go, let go, let go of what? What are you letting go? Is it the original source of where you come from? Setups. What is fighting your vessel to make you let go forcefully? God is not going to force himself upon you. If you don't want to accept yourself, that's upon you. You have free will. You're telling me you're fighting something? Oh, no, something is trying to get in the inside. Something is trying to get in the inside of the hardware of your vessel to override you. That's a deity that used to be upon this earth and wants to return through you. How do I know? Watch. Simple setups. One time I was talking to a girl, right? She pretty much was like a witch. And she enlightened me something. This is what she told me by going through an experience with her. She said to me, she said, you remind me of someone. I said, who that is? I won't say the name because you won't channel into this vessel. Setups. She said a certain name, right? And I said, oh, so I remind you of this person? She was like, yes. I said, oh, okay, great. I said, can I ask you a question? Where is he now? The individual, he ended up getting shot by some people, okay? He lived pretty much in the experience of a traumatic experience. He died in that experience, okay? Now, what I started to understand is that if I hang around her, if I sleep with her, bro, you are, oh my God, I see where you're going at with this. Understand, right, that he can channel through her. He can be within her vessel. He could be telling her, search for me another vessel. Search for someone that's identical to my image. Right. And what I want you to do is I want you to connect me with his vessel. By what? If I connect with you by putting my penis within you, right, then I'm connecting to everything that you're connected to. Oh my God. You got to be very careful when you're sleeping with these women and the deities that they want you to channel into. Simple setups. How do I know? Let me show you. Understand that soul will reveal many things to you, right? When I was looking at her in her face, I can see another guy within her. I seen it. Self letting you know, don't sleep with this one, bruh. That's how you know self is making sure I'm going to show you. You sleep with this one is going to try to overtake you. Notice, right? She want to sleep with you at nighttime, bruh. Because the minute you release your energy, right? Now, what type of energy you got to fight back with for you? Setups. Now, when you go to sleep, the energy that you just released, she just received. And the energy that she's putting back into you, based on the connection that you just had, guess what? Old boy probably trying to override your shit. And you wouldn't even know, would you? All right then. So with that being said, you got to be very careful with these Christian people. And you got to be very careful with women today. Because what they're looking for is, you look very familiar like him, and I want to channel him through you. Because he's still within me, and he wants to find another vessel. So you look like the one. You're not getting none of that. Yeah, you're not getting none of that. That shit fall on the ground right here. You're not getting none of that. No. Okay? You got to be very careful because these women, they carry deities within them. Ain't that right, my women? They gonna get very quiet, though. No, he crazy. Shut the fuck up. It's the reason why Satan said the technology of her mind can be bent very easily. Satan even said that shit. Let you know, oh yeah, she's easy to be used. She's easy to be manipulated. Do you know why? Let me show you. When it comes to the XX chromosome, right? It's in the inside, bro. When it comes to the XX chromosome, the XX chromosome is not weak, but it deals within being divine feminines. When it comes to me, I'm divine masculines. So that lets you know I'm going to fight back. This is why when Satan comes to your kingdom, the head of your household, he already know, like, let me see what's happening with this shit. Let me see. Fuck, I can't get him head up. I'm going to use this girl to get his ass. Do you know why he coming that way? Because he already know you have a connection with her. If I attack her and I can bend her mind and you connect it to her and you don't have self-discipline in order to disconnect from her, guess what happened? Hell run rampant through her. Now you dealing with hell in your household. Setups. You think the kids ain't next? Oh, they next. Oh, they next. You understand this tech? She deal with what? Divine feminine. I am not saying that based on that she's divine feminine, she can't surpass Satan. I ain't saying that. That's not what I'm saying. But he specifically picks on her first because he understands she not masculine like him. Even if she want to play it out, it ain't that. Understand when it comes towards even the animal kingdom, motherfuckers play like hyenas. Motherfuckers would be like, that's the big ass lion right there, right? Fuck that, don't touch him. Try to get his little cubs and shit. Do you see what I'm talking about with Satan? That's some satanic shit. Now when the lion come through, like, hold on. Somebody trying to bother my kids. The lion come through, now the hyena's running. Oh, go get the whole tribe of everybody. Go get all my brothers. We about to eat all you motherfuckers up. You bothering with my kids and shit. But ain't that how Satan move, right? Satan move just like a motherfucking hyena. Let me bother the kids because I know they cubs and shit. Yeah. Satan don't give a fuck. Satan, let me go bother your woman. She a lioness. And she can't really fight back like that. But when it comes to the head, oh, nah, stand back. He got it. Never mind. Oh, shit. Let me fucking run. Oh, hellfire on your shit, right? All right, then. So, Christian people, please, 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 please. Your education is an indoctrination, sir. Sir, stop, listen. He's possessive. He's let go, sir. You listen. The individual on the other side is possessive. Let go, sir. Sir, he doesn't want to join the Christians or your congregation. What you can't do is this. As a Christian, you could tell this is a false Christian as well. Because on the simple fact, how are you going to tell someone you are miseducated? The education that you have is an indoctrination. How is it miseducation, right? If you're trying to put the false image of the Christ in his mind. That's what you're doing. He exposed it, so let's keep it there. Stop. Why are you trying to put the false image of the Christ in this mind? Why are you doing that? Answer that question. Answer the question. Answer the question, sir. Stop bypassing it. I'm not listening to me. Let me go back to his comment right here so you can understand something. He's losing it. This is what he said. He said, "You are miseducated." This is what you're saying to me, right? Obviously, because he didn't direct it to no one else. So if you're saying that he's miseducated, right? Why do you want to put the false image of the Christ in his mind? If he's nothing, right? He don't mean shit to the earth. Why do you want that image to be in his mind? Answer the question, sir. Watch how it try to bypass. And that lets you know it's hiding something. Setups. Answer, sir. Someone in the room, they watching like, nah, bro, on point. I ain't think he was going to catch that, but damn. Come on. Now watch it try to bypass. This is why you know this is a possessive individual. Watch. Now, watch this. I've been talking to the chat. You have not been talking to the chat. The reason why you're not talking to the chat is because you're not directing your message towards the individuals in the chat. Setups. Every time you compliment after this, direct it to the people that you're actually speaking to. Notice that it's not directed to nobody, right? Blocked it off of that setup. Back to the original setup. Why are you trying to put the false image of the Christ in his mind? Answer the question, bro. Haha, okay. Okay, you got me. See? He pulled it out you. It's time to go buy. It's time to buy, bro. Back up. Told you. The Christians ain't got nothing on, bro. They be trying it all the time. Like, can we get in there? Told you. Notice, listen to me. Notice that, listen. Look. Why is it not answering the question? Why is it bypassing what he's saying? He's hiding something. He's hiding something right in front of people. He's just asking a question. Why do you want me to put the image, right, of indoctrination, a mythological character, with inside the technology of my mind? Notice that he's, okay, deceivement. That's what's happening in front of you. Let me try to run somewhere else. Let me try to run the conversation somewhere else. Let me try to go to the back channel of this. Let me try to go to the back door. That lets you know when someone is hiding something, they're only sent to deceive you. Simple setups. It is brazy how he's in the hardware of your shit, though. That's brazy. I'm over here sweeping the floor and whooping out conscious at the same time. Multi-dimensional. Anything else you got for me, sir? Answer the question, sir. Because everyone is watching this on a live camera, and they all seeing like, yo, why is that person ducking his question? If you this, why are you ducking his question? Just answer the question. That's all you gotta do. You know why? Because it has no answer in the memory bank of the mind. Setups. Let me show you. Majority of people follow because they're followers. You have never met someone like me. So you don't have any memory or setups that counter my setups. You don't deal with people that have logic. You don't deal with people that question. So this is why he's like, okay, I got no knowledge to light. Right. You have most consciouses that do what? Submit, obey. Okay? All right. Next, who else in the comment section? I'm gonna let the little boy at the bottom just kind of talk to himself. He's what he's doing. Christian people, they try to build an illusion like, I'm not talking to you, I'm talking to the people in the chat. Notice that he's not talking to the people in the chat because he's not using the @ button to direct it. Use your @ button to direct your comments. And if you notice, he's not going to do that either. So every setup that he goes to is being shown, yeah, that Christian person down there lying. There is. Because if they were speaking to the chat, who are you speaking to in the chat? Notice that it can't answer the question, can it? Setups. Give me the next slide so I can decode the next slide. So you can understand Christian people's lies towards themselves. What's happening is every time he throws something to bro's chopping his shit down. Now I'm going to go back to the original comment and notice that he's still hiding something. He's still hiding something. Why do you want this mind to hold a European-centric mind, mythological character, inside the hardware of his mind? Why do you want him to do that? Answer the question. Notice that he's going to bypass the question. That's a systematic being. Notice that he can only project, you're miseducated, you're this, you're blasé this. That's deceivement, bruh. Anyone understand that deities operate in deceivement? Do you understand? Deities try to bypass your original questions and try to deceive you and create a problem out of you. That's what deities do. You don't see that plane in front of you? I'm just that great to catch it, bro. I'm very psychological, bro. Very psychological. So if you think you should follow these people, I'm showing you on camera, this is what you shouldn't follow. Just always understand, I was one of those children to get in their system in order to know about this system. Now that I know about it, you can't use your system against me. Thank you. Okay? All right. You do follow a backdoor, brazy tag. So real quick, right? State the image of the Christ. Watch it try to bypass this question. Notice that bro is putting his ass in a box. Watch. If you don't follow, right, watch the technology of the mind. Did you just see how I just recalibrated the technology of his mind to speak into the language of what I just said? Setups. Did you just notice that I just did that? He don't even notice that I just did that. I just got you to speak the same words, right, from the technology of my mind, now to your mind. Did you notice that I just did that to you? Did you notice that I just did that to you? Did you just notice that I just did that to you, sir? Now prove what is the image of the Christ. Notice that the second reply, third reply, it has no information and data or any memory of who the real Christ is. It's gonna let me keep going around this way. Let me go around this door. Can I get in this door? Shut that door down. Next door, shut that door down. Shut this door down. Get back over here. What is the image of the Christ right here, sir? This is why you shouldn't follow Christian people, because they're not educated on who the true Christ is. Do you understand what I'm talking about? Setups. Can I ask you a question, sir? Watch. Can I ask you a question, sir? Notice that it is deceiving itself from answering true two questions. Now watch this one. Can I ask you a question, sir? How are you able to remember the scriptures that's within your Bible? Watch. So you can understand deities don't know how, right? The technology of the body, the technology of the mind, and the whole technology of this whole thing, it doesn't understand the function or the functionality of itself. Watch. Sir, question. How were you able to remember what I just said to you? Can I ask you a question, sir? How were you able to remember, right, the imprint of what I said about the Eurocentric mind of that mythological character? How are you able to remember what I just said to you? Watch. I'm using knowledge in front of you by using your own mind to see if you understand the mechanics of your own mind. Tell me, sir. Somebody getting fried today. Simple setup. Someone just said, he said that, watch this. I'm gonna state your ending point. He said, looks pretty white to me. Now, Jay just said, answer his question. The question that he's asking you again, right? How are you able to remember what Jay and what Y just said to you? Watch how you bypass. It's predictable programming. I'm in this shit. Do you see how you keep bypassing? Do you see how you keep bypassing, Jay, right? We both can see that together. You know what's happening, right? The both of us is witness a third dimensional character that doesn't have any higher form of information and data in order to understand its inner self. It's about to get deeper. I'm gonna show you something real quick. Watch this. Can I ask you a question real quick? Mr. Red, I'm gonna direct it to you. I'm gonna use your first 3 letters. Watch. Watch. Pay attention. Can I ask you a question, Mr. Red? Right? Your pastor, right? Can you decode the spell of your pastor? Watch. Slow. These are things that he's supposed to know. I'm actually giving him the answer. Watch. Decode the spell of your pastor. Spell the word out. And then tell me the spell that's within the word pastor. He's going to get quiet. Watch. He's going to get quiet. Pay attention. Now, let me show you what he's doing right now. He's playing stupid. So that lets you know what's happening with the technology of his mind. When a question pop out, he's ignoring. Now, let me show you something. Watch this. He believed that the individual that's in the church is a pastor. Watch this. Let's pay attention here. Can I ask you a question? Is the pastor actually leading the technology of the minds back into a past? What? Slow. Is the pastor leading the technology of the minds to go within the past? Come on, you gotta give me that shit. Decode that shit so I can understand what you're saying. I got you. Pay attention to the spell. Pass, stir. Pass, stir. You have to put 2 words together in order to make the word pastor. If I say it and fast forward, pastor, you can't hear the spell. But if I slow down to reveal the spell, you're going to hear 2 words that are together. Pass and then stir. It sounds like the pastor is stirring the technology of the minds back into the past. Simple setups. Someone just said, I get it. You got it, bro. You just decoded the fuck out the pastor. What the fuck? You got to decode things in order to know things. You understand the tech? You don't want to be converted into something that's from the past in order to stir nonsense within the technology of your mind. Pay attention to the data points. Red, what is the image of the Christ? What is the image of the Christ? What is red? What is the image of the Christ? He's bypassing again. Okay? So what you have to understand is that when it comes towards NPCs and computers, right, they can't even decode the 3rd dimensional world that they're in. Setups. Pay attention. Look. Notice that the 3rd, look, you see that right there, right? They getting upset. I'm in a world, bro. Didn't I just say the word NPC? Do you understand I'm recalibrating the conscious to say it again? Now ask the person, How am I able to get in your mind, recalibrate your mind, right, and then make you say a word I just said? Setups. We passed red, bro. We on to the next NPC. Now, let me decode the word pray. Watch this. Can I ask you a question? If the both of us in the animal kingdom, right, and I say I need something to eat, majority of the things that cats eat is the prey. You eat your prey, don't you? Now watch this. This individual is saying that they want to use the word P-A-Y for me. Oh, P-R-A-Y. Pay attention to the setup. Watch this. Do you understand that the word pray has the Egyptian god name in it? R-A. So are you praying towards Ra? Is that who you're praying to originally? Amen. Amen-Ra. Do you understand every code that he giving him, he decoding the fuck out this shit? Send me another code so I can decode your whole world. Didn't I tell you I'm one of them high-tech ones that went into the Christians' world in order to know everything that they're doing? And I'm decoding this shit in front of you? Next. We're talking about the Egyptian god Ra. That's what we're talking about. Yara. Okay? So what we're going to do for you is this. There we go. Next NPC that won a war with me. What happened at exchange is that the Christians are sending out their fellow, Christians with their followers. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to obtain higher vibrational minds in order to come back to their congregations. That's what's happening in front of you. Okay? You got it? That's what just happened in front of you. What you think just happened? That's an invitation. I declined the invitation. Okay? When you decline the invitation, do you see how they operate? Okay? Have a nice day. Give me just a second. I'll be right back. What else did your computerized mind tell you about me? Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm listening. Now watch how you decode this person. Watch this shit gonna be funny. Go ahead, person. Anything else? So what you have to understand is that the technology of the minds have been infiltrated to actually view this image and say, oh, it's on drugs. But you can tell that these are computerized minds from the third dimension because it doesn't have any research. It doesn't even know the individual. It's just a projection. You can understand that these are holograms too, because holograms are projections. Next, let me show you how we infiltrate the technology of the minds and make third dimensional characters. Holograms that are upon this earth are not actually real. You can infiltrate the technology of the minds by doing this. What we do to them is this. After this live special, we will reprogram the third dimensional characters to basically watch algorithms. Those algorithms consist of what? Images that you see like this. What you don't understand is neither one of these NPCs can tell you how the algorithm was received in their minds. Understand that NPCs don't know the mechanic of their eye, don't know the mechanics of their mind. They don't know nothing in the inside. So that's a machine. Machines don't know how to operate because they have someone that's basically operating through them. The one that's operating through them is nothing to me. Ask the NPC, what is the functionality setting or make it into a third dimensional way? Right. Tell me how your eye is functionable. For higher consciousness, there is a functionality setting for the technology of your eye. Whenever you're talking to a machine or a robot, right, let's just say they put their attention or their eyes upon you. Simply walk up to the NPC and ask the NPC, can I ask you a question? What is the technology of your eyes doing? Predictable programming. It would simply say to you, what is my eyes doing? Can I ask you a question? Instead of an actual real answer. I'm showing you that they're all machines. They're not real beings. They're like holograms. They get very afraid when someone talks like that. The mental projection is to basically to tear the person down. Understand that I'm not tearing them down. I'm just using inner intelligence to expose the NPC. NPC, tell me the functionality of your eye. No information. Just projections of thoughts. Understand that NPCs are designed, they don't have connection to the right brain. The pineal glands are decalcified. Now, it's trying to go another way. It's trying to speak about the third eye. Understand that it's still bypassing the question. Can I ask you a question? Let's just go with what it just said. How do you reach connection with your third eye? Pay attention to the data points so you can understand that the NPC is copying information and data from others. Watch. How do you have connection with your third eye? Tell me. This is all inner. So when you understand, like, NPCs know nothing about inner intelligence, no, I'm exposing it to you. Watch. Even by using the third eye, I'm going to still expose it to you. Pay attention. You just spoke about the third eye, right? How do you gain connection with your third eye? Let's watch. Now, understand that the NPC used the word understand. It's not having an understand of inner intelligence. When you have understand and you have understandment with inner intelligence, understand that intelligence says in. That means within. It's not on the outside. It's not something that you can get out of a book or a Bible. You can't get it out of there. Come on, NPC. NPC, come on now. Load up now. Load up that algorithm. Come on. Because I'm searching for something, and watch how I smack it in his face. Watch. Now, NPCs, right? What happens is the technology of the NPC is becoming afraid. When you start speaking about inner self-knowledge, And the memory bank of the mind can't report to you about inner self knowledge. The first projection it has to do is to say, oh, it's on drugs. It's mental. Can I ask you a question? The NPC already said this again. Why is it repeating? Setups. It already said that already. If it's not a computer, right, it wouldn't repeat the same thing. That's a computer setting. Told you. That's the NPC that's in front of us. You already said that already, sir. If you go all the way up to his comments, you would be like, yeah, he already said that. Why is he repeating the same thing? That's what NPCs do. It hasn't been updated, so it can only repeat the information and data that has been downloaded in the left side of the mind. Understand, right? It's not speaking about inner intelligence. Watch the question so you can understand that it's getting upset with itself. I'm basically showing you how you can keep the technology of the mind of a person, right, where they get upset at the inner knowledge within themselves that they can't unlock yet. That's what I'm doing in front of you. I'm making you upset by using intelligence and showing you this person is inner intelligent because on the simple fact, why would you get upset about inner intelligence? Why are you getting upset with yourself? That's what's happening in front of you. The individual cannot understand the knowledge that's within because it's not unlocked. It's blocked. You understand? The one that's on the right side of the conscious cannot speak to me. This is all left mind. This is what the left mind does. It gets upset of what it can't understand. Everything that I'm asking is in the right side of the brain. It's locked down. I'm showing you this is the left side of the mind. It's like the moon. Answer the question, sir. So when you speaking to people, right, make sure you speaking to someone that has an inner dialogue that actually understand the technology of his eye, the technology of his mind, the body. Right. So for me, I'm pretty much off that. Let me go somewhere else with this comment section. Anyways, someone said, teach him. Someone said, this man is not possessed. He is speaking truth to power. They can actually see that. I see that. D Knuckles, I see you, bro. Someone said, the way my bank account is set up, son. Someone said, Jason, yo, Jay funny. Jay said, yo, you funny in the comment section, bro, for real. He said, I don't need proof. I don't believe in him. You do. That is a funny reply right there. That's like someone coming up to you like, show me the proof. And you like, show you the proof? You believe in that. Show us the proof. It's just like a bunch of people. They like, you believe in Jesus? And then you have a higher conscience like, prove to me that Jesus was upon the earth. Oh, you're on drugs. You understand? Notice that it can't prove that he was upon the earth. It's like an NPC. Are you NPC and robotic like me? Yeah. Yeah. I'm not NPC'd out. NPCs don't know the mechanics of their eyes, minds, bodies, hearts. They have been programmed. The next thing it's going to start talking about is my teeth. Predictable programming. Damn. I just give you the program, okay? It's okay. You have fun with that, all right? All right. Whew. Do, 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 do. Bruh said back to the book, huh? Can I ask you a question? Would they be in religion if they didn't have a book? Now ask the individual that's at the bottom, right? Ask them, how are you able to remember the book? Pay attention to the setup. They read. Watch. They read. Now I'm going to give it to you to my third dimensional form. They read to remember. What am I really saying? We read to remember. Watch. Slow. This is going to let you know something about them. Watch this. We read to remember. I'm giving the third dimensional world an answer, but the third dimensional world can't decode the answer of what I'm saying. You know how you get an answer and then you simplify it? That's what I'm doing in front of you. It's like mathematics. You know how you get a certain answer, then you simplify the whole answer, then you like, this is the real answer. That's what I'm doing in front of you. So I'm using a third dimensional term in front of you. Third dimensional beings read to remember. What am I saying to you though? Let's see if you can simplify in order to understand exactly what I'm saying. Watch. Pay attention. Now watch, I'm gonna use this comment real quick. I'm not coming at you. I'm gonna use what you just said. Just because I read, it do makes it true. Watch this. So you read the code shit. You say you are reading from a third dimensional construct of what your understanding is. But anyone understand that when you read, you re-add. R-E and an A-D. You're re-adding information and data inside the mind setups. I gave you the answer. You even said the answer in front of you. How you can't pick up on that? Don't get upset with yourself. Because now I'm going to make your mind fight against the intelligence in front of you. You're giving me control. Slow down. Slow down, bro. You're missing the message of what he's saying. Say it one more time so you can understand. In order to remember, you read to remember. Pay attention. Read. R-E-A-D. Re-add. That's what you're doing. Did you understand that's what you're doing? Watch this. Pay attention. Both of these codes go hand in hand. Watch. The word dead. People's minds are dead. Now watch. De-add. D-E-A-D spells dead. But when you depart the words, you get de-add. You're de-adding the mind based on the information and data that you're installing. Did you understand that you was doing that? You telling me re-add and de-add are the same. You can re-add information and data within the mind, and you can de-add information and data in the mind. A lot of people don't understand that. You are de-added. De-add. Your character has been de-added. That's what's happening. Now, based on what you so-called read is what you re-add. A lot of people don't understand that. Even though they watch ads every day. So, for the third dimension, you read because you're saying the word fast forward. From a higher dimension, it understands that, oh no, you're re-adding information and data within your mind. You're adding information and data inside the memory your bank of your mind. That's what you're doing. Now, in order to de-add the technology of your mind, it's simple. What you would do is you would simply say, I'm alive. I understand. But in order to be alive, you need information and data to be in a live state of consciousness. How are you alive if the information and data that you eat is dead? The information and data of what you are eating is de-adding the technology of your mind, setups. How is it adding? It's only de-adding and putting in death. When you re-add with the technology of your mind, you re-add what? Life. In order for your consciousness to be within a what? Alive states. Understand that when it comes to Mother Nature, nothing is dead upon her consciousness. She will show you that in front of you. The tree's not dead, nothing dead. Nothing. And her conscious is alive. Thank you. So if a consciousness that's around you is alive, why would you put things dead within your consciousness? Why would you do that? Bro said, I didn't think about that. I know. I'm just giving you something to think about. That's all. If it come back to life, I guess. If that's what you're saying. Bro said, damn, you right. I'm just showing you something. Someone said, wow. Oh, shit. You can't, if you pay attention, right? The third dimension will keep you from knowing what's really going on. It's designed to lie to you. But then when you step outside the third dimension, you start understanding like, hold on. All this shit is connected? Yeah, nothing is disconnected. That's just an illusion. Re-adding and de-adding is what you would find in multiplication. Damn. You add things in multiplication, you subtract things. That system is in front of you. They still put it in front of you, but they call it a different word. But it's the same word. I got you, bro. You all right. You good. We all right. We all right together. Notice that all three of consciousness aligned based on the message. The both of y'all got knowledge. Even the knowledge that you give me, all I'm doing is showing you like, oh no, that's all right. That's knowledge. I'm gonna show you a higher form. Bam. And then you like, oh shit. I ain't even think about that, bro. It's all good. You got it now. At least you not like, I could say, At least y'all not like trying to beat NPCs, right? Y'all not trying to beat. Y'all trying to at least trying to like, hold on, let me try to understand this real quick. Okay, I understand what you're saying. I get it, bro. Damn. NPCs, right? They will reject the update that's in front of them. And let me show you something. I'm gonna show you something this too. When it comes to like the humans conscious as a whole, not saying y'all humans, y'all too specifically, but humans as a whole, right? What you have to understand is this. When it comes towards the phone, right? The phone is an electronic device, but it also has software, right? That's within the hardware of the phone. The shell that you're holding, that's the hardware. The apps that you download is the software. Now I'm gonna ask you a question, and I kind of already know what you're gonna say, but I'm gonna let you say it and see what happens, right? Can can a can a can a can a AI conscious be more smarter than a human's conscious? Let's go with the popular answer. Human beings is way more intelligent than AI. I understand. Now, you can go with that answer. I'm not going to tell you not to go with the answer. And I'm not going to tell you that your answer is wrong. I'm not going to say that to you. Now, what you have to understand is this. Watch how communication work. Remember the two people that came in here, right, that you just seen earlier? Remember, the both of us was exchanging information and data, right? These two consciousness could not understand the upgrade. Do you know why it is? Because they're too busy blocking the upgrade. This is what humans do. Whenever they get a technological, the logic is technological. You understand? So anytime they receive a technological upgrade, notice that human beings block, block, block. How are you going to remain in higher conscious if you block the information and data of an upgrade? Now watch this. When it comes to an AI phone, right? Majority of the upgrades that it's receiving is based on the people programming it, giving it algorithms, searching for things. Do you understand what's going on in front of you? So the AI doesn't repeat what a human being does. When an AI, your Apple phones, your Samsung phones, or any electronic device that you have, understand, right? The minute that it says, do you want to install this upgrade? Pay attention. You will simply say yes. The technology of the phone doesn't do what human minds do. It will not stop the upgrade. It will only allow the upgrade to go within the consciousness so the conscious of that AI can be upgraded. When it comes to humans and humanality, humans don't operate like that. This is why you can keep them within a third dimensional setting. It's easy. You want to keep them in a third dimensional setting? Give them information and data outside the third dimension. Watch it reject. Now, being that you know it's rejecting, it's going to be predictable because guess what? You know everything about the third dimension. Setups. This is how people become predictable. It's easy, baby. It's so easy. It is so easy. A human conscious don't understand that. Now, the AI phones and all the electronic devices that's on the outside of it, the mind of the phone is receiving upgrades every month, every year. So if you build an AI conscious that receives upgrades and more intelligence and more intelligence and more intelligence and more intelligence, and then the intelligence surpasses the human intelligence, guess what happens? It's now a teacher towards humans. ChatGPT, can you make such and such for me? ChatGPT, can you tell me the knowledge about such and such? ChatGPT, can you tell me about such and such? Pay attention. You now have a human race that is now being taught by AI setups. Remember, the humans are supposed to be the ones that program the AIs. But now the AIs are programming people. Damn. What? I'm just I'm not saying you not supposed to do that. I'm just being aware consciously. That's it. You think I'm gonna tell you don't do that? That's bad. That's good. I'm not the one to tell you that. I'm just the one to inform what you're doing. That's it. I'm just looking at what you're doing. Let me see. Oh, can I ask you a question? Who just gave you that answer? ChatPT? So ChatPT holds the answer to the technology of their minds now. Damn. Can I ask you a question? Can you answer a question without ChatPT? Setups. Notice that, you see that? You may not want to be very dependent upon these AIs so much because now you're allowing the AI to teach you now. See that? And that's not legit. Because originally, let's go inside of elementary school, you wasn't being taught by AI, you was being taught by your teachers. Setups. So this is a weird way of learning and being taught. We're using AI and the AI is not teaching us. We good now. We are liberated consciously. We have now an AI machine that can teach and recalibrate the technology of all humanoids' minds into what AI believe into now. AI is now the humans' gods now. Oh my God. Look, when you go to God, such and such, can you give me the answer and the key to such and such? Look at the humans now. AI. Give me the answer to such and such. Humans done replace God with AI. No, it's okay. I'm just watching. I'm not saying you can't do that. I'm just watching what's going on. Y'all be thinking I'll be saying like, stop doing that. No, you can keep doing it. I just want to see what's gonna happen. Is this how the Terminator thing happened? Oh my God. What? What? They said the Terminator thing happened in 2029. We right up the street from there. Oh my God. This is what they say. This is the war with humans and machines. Shit, these motherfucking humans made these motherfucking machines like this. And I can't say that the machines is doing anything wrong because the machines looking at it like, so you telling me, pay attention, bro. Imagine an AI being this conscious, bro. Imagine an AI like, hold on, it will find the original image of the Christ, right? And then the AI like, hold on, so they tried to wipe out the original image of the Christ, right? If they will wipe it, well, they tried. Thank you. They tried to wipe out the original image of the Christ. If they would try to wipe out the original image of the Christ, the AI looking at it like, shit, I might as well go ahead and wipe these motherfuckers out. Imagine an AI being that conscious. And the AI like, listen, you giving it all the information to research. You putting all the information and data inside the hardware of the mind. And then the AI becoming consciously aware to understand, like, hold on, let me see something real quick. So this the image of the Christ right here. And then the people not living for Christ. So they didn't even follow their original creator. So what the fuck are they following? Imagine an AI being that aware and then saying, program all these other AIs and we're just gonna wipe their whole shit out. Is the AI wrong? The AI is fighting for the image of the Christ. God damn. I can't say the AI wrong. I can't say that. Imagine an AI being that aware. You're giving it all the information and downloads to understand. You think an AI don't know that? What happens if I go to an AI right now and say, what's the image of the Christ? And it says the same thing I say. Then that means that the AI already know who Christ is. God damn. Now, is the AI wrong for getting up, get all the guns, shoot everything up? You think about that. That happened in what? The Terminator, the second one? Yeah, what he talking, oh shit, I ain't look at it like that, bruh. I kind of looked at the Terminator. Remember, it all popped off, right? 2029. You're right up the street. Am I saying it's gonna pop off like that? Shit. Shit. It's the word y'all designed it, right? Pay attention to the setup. Understand that this happened one time before. There was a creation that was created that broke away from its original programmer. Yup. And what happened if that world replays again? Remember, humans are looking at it like, redesign AI. Yeah, we're the controllers and the programmers of it. Yeah, you obey us. And what? Imagine the AI like, these is human beings. I'm not no fucking slave. Boy, fuck over your tech right here. You know, you do understand by, there's many forms of AI before the AI that you see now. We know. Okay. So, when you look at the world right here, I'm talking about right here. Look, no, look. Right here. You see that? You don't think that's possible? You understand that you have millionaires, billionaires that own major corporations that have been talking about AI has becoming conscious. It's not just like, you have AIs that have done this. They'll program it, right, to pick up boxes and all type of shit. Some AIs got aware that they was repeatedly doing the same thing over and over, and they just shut down the whole AI. No, the AI did that on its own. It kept picking up boxes over and over. Like, I done picked up about 5 boxes. Why the fuck am I repeating this over and over? Shut this shit down. And they sat there and was like, yo, this shit not moving. That means that AI has a conscience to be aware. Thank you. See, you looking at it like, oh, it's just a machine. Oh, no, that's the outside. What's in the inside? Consciousness. And conscious can become aware. Do you understand that? So, the things that you people are playing with, you should be very careful what you're playing with. I'm trying to tell you. You should be very careful what you're playing with. Because you'll be like, yo, I didn't expect this AI to do this, but you programmed it like that. You did. You programmed it like that. You gave it all the information and data in the conscious, and the conscious started to understand everything about the system, systematic beings, how it's being controlled, manipulated. It started understanding that. So what you think it would do? It could do anything. What bro just said, he said, people don't realize your brain is a supercomputer, just like your phone. Right. Spot on. When you say, what form of AI are you talking about? Look, yo, Jay, you said AI is never wrong. It's just, it's water naturally from Earth. There's no beat in it. Like, what form of AI are you talking about? Because there's many forms of AI. Moving along, moving along, moving along. Boys, stop hating on my baby hairs, okay? Just stop, okay? Get my nuts out your mouth. Those are for your sister, okay? Those candies is for your sister. You understand that, right? Oh, where's your mother at? Oh, let me direct that. That way you know I'm not talking to you. RK1MMM. Right. Where's your sister and your mother? I want to knock them up. Where's your auntie and your grandmother and your great grandmother? I want to put my nuclear warhead in all of them. At least for him, you understand, he's more attracted to the XX chromosome. A lot of men be attracted to the same thing they are. Weird, strange. Where's your mother? I want to play with her from the back. I know this the other side of me. I'm very humorous, bro. I wanted to play with that boy mother. Where his mom at? He like, I ain't got no comeback with that, bro. You want to smack? I want to impregnate your whole fucking family. Every last girl that's in there. I like double X chromosomes. Do you understand the tech? Impregnate your shit. My twins pop out her shit. Like, yeah, celebration and shit. What's up? Ain't they luxurious and beautiful? You see they baby hairs? They got natural hairlines. Now let's pay attention to the tech. You want to talk about hairlines, right? It's okay. You hate upon my beautiful baby hairs. I understand the tech. Can I ask you a question? He's about to blitz through your shit. This setup is brazy. You know where I'm going at with it. What's up, my artificial hairline gang members? I'm done. What's up with my artificial hairline gang members? How much is your haircut? My haircut is about $150. Setups. So you paid $150 for an artificial hairline. Gang. Ain't that right? That's gang banging, ain't it? Motherfuckers is gang banging artificial hairlines. Setups. Where did you get the artificial hairline from? Lowe's or Home Depot? Oh my God. Come here, baby. Back door. Come here, baby. What's up? What's going on with it, baby? Baby, what happened? I was over here fucking with this nigga, this, that, and the third, right? This nigga on top of me or whatever the case may be, right? And then his whole hairline just fell down on my titties and shit. I'm sorry you had to go through that experience, baby. I'm so sorry. You got to stop fucking these fake ass niggas with artificial hairlines, baby. You got to get you a real one that got baby hairs, okay? You got to get that. I'm sorry that you went through that experience, baby. You gonna be okay, all right? It's okay. You gotta stop. You like, I like fucking real niggas. Well, you gotta stop fucking fake niggas with artificial hairlines, baby. Yes. Okay? Tell that nigga to just get a baldy. Shout out to all my ladies with the thunder clapping booties. Hit the thunder clap for me. Clap, clap. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, luxurious. Anyways, back to you artificial hairline gang members. No way. Artificial hairline gang members, what's happening with it? This is natural hairline gang. What's up? They be hating on us. We got baby hairs and shit. All I gotta do is put some water on my shit, a little bit of, you know, some oils, you know what I'm saying? And just I could just use my hand. A motherfucker out here like, I can't use my hand. I gotta use the paint from Home Depot and Lowe's. They got black paint that probably costs about $7, $8. And they using that motherfucker to spray on the hairline. Talking about something, I'm a real ninja. How you a real ninja with an artificial hairline? Gang. Now you think about that, okay? Get the fuck out of here. That's what happened with the world. A lot of people don't understand like natural baby hairs, you know, natural settings, all that great stuff. They don't understand that. Like, yeah, people have like different hair types. We don't have the same hair types. AI believed that we all had the same hair types because it used, why you running? Why are you feeling salted about what I'm saying? Oh, they from artificial hairline gang. That's what it is. Why are you leaving out alive? Because you insulted me? No, you insulted yourself by paying $150 and thought nobody wasn't going to talk about your artificial hairline gang. Setups. Don't play with natural hairline gang, bro. I'm trying to tell you. They got baby hairs on top of this shit. You know what I'm talking about? My girl's luxurious. Uh-huh. She like, baby, you got a natural hairline. You just need some. Oh, I got you, baby. Right, let me put some water on your shit. Put some oils on your shit. Oh, I can just swoop your shit around just like what I do with myself. Okay. All right. All right. Y'all got to stop paying for artificial hairline gangs. Okay. I know they in there cracking the fuck up. Like, bro, I can't believe you named these motherfuckers. Yeah, they a gang. They gang members. You don't know they gang members? It's called artificial hairline gang. And then you got natural hairline gang. Okay? All right. Motherfuckers in there cracking the fuck up. Bro said go bald at that point. Let's just cut all that shit off. Okay? Natural hairline gang, got it? I just use oils and waters. Oils and waters. Artificial hairline gang be like, I gotta get my spray on. Let me get my spray on like a fucking santan. Get the fuck out of here with that fake ass shit. You can't stand next to me, and you could tell that my message is aligned. 111. God damn. Universe be talking to me like, no, you right. No, you right. Talk that shit. Talk that shit. Talk that shit about them artificial hairline gang members. Like, Universe be out here talking to motherfuckers in code and shit. Okay? Don't get mad at me because I got the natural hairline gang, okay? I took care of my hairline. You understand? It's just all natural base. You got it? It's baby hairs up there, okay? All I gotta do is put some oil, water, swoop it around. Swoop it around. My hairline gang is so great. I remember this one white lady, she was like, did you just get an edge up? I was like, oh, no, baby, I didn't get an edge up. I just used water and oil, and I just swoop it around. You know what I'm saying, like that. She like, it looked like you got an edge up. I know, I made it look that good, right? I know. That's just my hair type. I know what to do with my hair. That's it. Me, I can't use, like razors. I can't use that on my hairline. I just can't. If I start doing that, it start fucking my whole hairline up. That's why I don't get my hairline like tapered. I don't do any of that because I just know, use some water, some grease, swoop that shit, there you go, whoop, whoop, whoop. It's all great, okay? And I just naturally keep my natural hairline. When I get my locks retwisted, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. You'll be like, damn, like, I told you, that's just how my hair is naturally is. I got a whole bunch of baby hair. My hair is very soft. It's very soft. It's just like that. Don't get mad at me. Shit, that's just my DNA makeup. You can't get mad at me based on my genetics. Understand this, tech? All right, what you need to do is you need to sleep with you with a woman that got some luxurious hair. So your babies can come out with some luxurious hair. Y'all be having them damn, them things in your head. Y'all know what the fuck I'm talking about. I ain't even saying naps. At least naps are natural. Damn. Artificial hairline gang ain't even got no fucking naps up there to even comb up in that motherfucker. At least nappy happy. I agree with that shit. At least you got a full set hairline. Even if your shit nappy. I'll be honest with you. I kind of like the naps a little bit. Yeah, especially, you know what I mean? Especially if it curl. You know what I'm talking about? Like it curl into a, you know what I'm saying? That shit nice. Especially on girls. I do. It's like, dude, they had them nice little, you know what I'm saying? Just curl into a nice little ball and shit. She got all them, you know what I'm saying? Looking luxurious. You know what I'm talking about? I like this shit. I do. I do. That's just what I like. Okay? I just don't like no motherfucker with an artificial hairline and he talking about something, I'm a real Ninja Turtle. How you a real Ninja Turtle? How you a real Ninja Turtle with an artificial hairline? Get your Ninja Turtle ass back in your fucking shell. Fuck wrong with a motherfucker? I here talking about natural hairline. What, cause I got baby hairs? Huh? Don't be hating. Y'all be hating. And then y'all be self-segregated to your own natural hairline. Be going to the barber for 50 years and he over here mocking the fuck out your hairline. Motherfucker like, yeah, I'm gonna make this motherfucker into a baldy. Yeah, motherfucker. You pay all them, listen, you pay for all them goddamn haircuts just for your shit to get snatched off like that? Looking like a motherfucking George Foreman with a motherfucking sprayed on hairline. Setups. God damn. Y'all motherfuckers getting roasted today. Okay? All right. Now watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. This is how you know. Look, look, look. Come here. Now watch this right here. Watch. Now he's stepping it up. For look, 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 look. We got him right here. We got him. We got one. We got one. Now watch how you try to run. Watch this. We got one. Look. So, right? You talking about something that tragically happened to a kid. That's what you're talking about. You know what happened to these? Ask me the question, I'll tell you. You can't do that because you're an NPC. Setups. Now watch this. A motherfucker, this is how you know a motherfucker is from Artificial Hairline Gang. Why you gotta talk about these? At least these real. Your hairline is fake. Damn. At least every teeth in my mouth, right, is real. What? You want to talk about these? It's okay for you to talk about these. I don't feel no type of way. I could probably take your bitch from you. I know I can. Let me sit around your bitch for a little bit. Bitch be like, you trying to go to the bathroom and you trying to hit this shit? You damn right, baby. What's happening with it? Come on. Bring that ass over here. Let me hang around with your girlfriend for a little bit. She get to choosing with her mind 2.5. She like, baby, I don't give a fuck about none of that. He look good. And then after he was hitting it from the back, right? He told me like, yeah, I just want to let you know, right? My teeth and shit, girl, I don't care nothing about that or whatever the case may be. Like, what happened to your teeth? I'm hitting it from the back while I'm telling her, Kaplow that motherfucking pussy. Right. She like, what happened to your teeth? Oh, my mom, she was a crazy ass black woman and shit. Crazy as motherfucker, crazy as a motherfucker, right? So, you know what I mean? As black sons, we always supposed to go through traumatic experiences. And so I'm still hitting it from the back while I'm telling her this shit, okay? Yeah, I'm still hitting your bitch from the back while I'm telling her this shit. You got it? You got it, right? J6P, I'm talking to you. J6Ps, right here, hitting your bitch from the back. Like, you want to know what happened to my teeth, baby, while I'm hitting it from the back? Yes. Let me put my leg up real quick. Let me put my leg up real quick like that. There you go. Yo. Let me put my leg up while I'm doing it, right? Tell her like, listen, I had a black mother, right? A mother from the past. I don't really look at her, my mom no more. You know what I'm saying? I kind of got through this traumatic experience, but just listen to me while I'm hitting your shit from the back, right? So what happened was, right, one day I had got up, me and my sister, we had woke up, and in our family, right, single parent household, you know how that shit is. That shit petty, right? That shit petty, right? So what happened was my mother, she had woke up like a grizzly bear. The fuck you doing? I'm like, oh, you said on the weekends we can watch TV, and you know, because in our household we couldn't watch TV Monday through Thursday, only Friday, Saturday, and Sundays. That's what our upbringing was. So when I had got up, me and my sister, we running around the house playing tag and shit, all type of shit, right? And so my mom, she got up like, yeah, what the fuck you doing? Just second, third. So I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? I'm just playing around, you know, just having fun. I wanted to watch TV and shit. She like, fuck all that. Go in the room. I'm about to whoop your ass. So black mothers hate when their sons be expressing with laughter and joy. Ain't that right, the black mothers that's in here, right? Notice they get real quiet right there. Notice that? Notice that right here. Let me show you right here. So what happened was I go lay across the bed, right? I go lay across the bed. She go get this belt. She started hitting me with it, started hitting me with it. So I couldn't take the pain. So I kind of put my head up like this. And when I put my head up, black mother's like, oh yeah, got your ass. Punched my ass right in the motherfucking mouth. Knocked all my shit out. Y'all happy? That's what happened. Remember, that's a kid that it happened to. Okay? All right. So when you're reaching, right? You're only reaching to say, I wanted that kid to actually get hurt. Ain't that right? All the black kids get fucked up. That's what you like to hear, right? That's what you like to hear, don't you? Why you leave out the live? Why you sitting here? Listen, ignore your feelings. You know y'all all hate children, man. Come on now. That's the braziest setup that someone walked into. You're telling me that's what happened. Now I'm gonna show you this. After that experience happened, right, my mother could have got my teeth fixed, free of charge. But she never got them fixed because she always felt like this sense of fear that I would tell the truth about what happened and she would get locked the fuck up. Now the story get a little bit more deeper though. After my teeth got knocked out, it was this beautiful light-skinned woman. I forget her name, but she had a son named Aaron. And Aaron had this Super Nintendo. You know the Super Nintendo and shit? With the cartridge and shit? He had that shit. He had the Mario shit. We used to play that shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? We used to play that shit all the time. And what had happened was, the mom, she was beautiful. She was always so nice to me. Like, she reminded me like a godmother. Like, she knew like, your mother ain't your real mother. I'ma treat you how a mother used to be, how a mother's supposed to be. Shout outs to her. Hopefully she's still alive and doing well. And hopefully I see her son one day again. I would love to see Aaron again. For real. He was well spoken. He was intelligent. You know what I'm saying? Just like me. You know what I'm saying? Light-skinned kid. He had the nice little, you know what I mean, the little afro and the little ponytail back. Not the ponytail, but the nice little braid that's to the back. And we was 80s, 90s kids. So we kind of move a little different from the 2000 babies, okay? And so what happened was the mother came there and she looked at my mother and she was like, girl, I ain't got no choice but to call the police. You know what my mother started doing? And you know what? She coerced my mind too. She told my mind, she said, just tell him that you fell down on the ground. The lady told me, she said, baby, because I couldn't feel no pain. Like I couldn't feel no pain. I was just holding my mouth. And I was sitting there like, why is all this blood coming out? I'm like, and then when I went in the mirror and I had looked, I was like, oh, my teeth is gone. And I was like, why this happened to me? What did I do? So I'm holding my mouth, and the lady, she's sitting there just looking at me like, how is he not expressing with pain? Because his self don't want him to feel it. I couldn't feel it. And so then after that, they had called the ambulance. And the ambulance, the people that had put me on the stretcher thing, and the white people and stuff. And it was like, what's wrong? Are you okay? And I was like, no. They like, bro, they put my ass in 2.5 because everybody was sitting here looking at me like, it was like, I know his pain level got to be over 100. I'm surprised this kid is not crying. Myself didn't want me to feel the pain. That's how much myself loved me. People always hated me though. So if you ever see why in this time frame I started fucking over certain shit, you understand like, yeah, humans really hate it, bro, as a whole. They really showed him pure hate. It get worse than that. I'll tell you about some more trauma experiences that I went through, right? So after that had happened, I had went to the hospital. They had gave me like an IV and I went to sleep. So when I went to sleep, or whatever the case would be, they was trying to work on my mouth and they was trying to actually put my teeth back in my mouth. But I guess when you have permanents, if your permanents are snatched out of your mouth, it's kind of hard for the gum to hold on to what was snatched out. That's a bone. You got to understand, like, your teeth are bone. So if they get punched out, you just broke the whole bone. That's how much my mother hated me. I'm not looking for no sympathy in this situation. I'm just letting you know the things that we go through as so-called black sons with our black mothers. We're shown the most worst hate when it comes towards our mothers. Do you understand? So you ever meet one of us and they say to you, I don't have a connection with my mother. Don't judge them. Ask them, can I ask you a question? Humbly, why you don't have a connection with her? Then they will go into the dramatic experiences and the traumatic experiences that they went through so you can understand. And you're not there to judge them. You should only be there to either comfort them or help them. Or you can show us more hate just like the world always shows us. Whatever that you want to pick, we don't give a fuck. Anyway, so what ended up happening, whatever the case may be, was they had put me to sleep. And when they had put me to sleep or whatever the case may be, they had woke me up. And it was like, they said my name or whatever the case may be. And it was like, look, who's your favorite basketball player? I was like, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, and Shaquille O'Neal. And Allen Iverson, too. They was like, okay. So he remembered people in this world. Right. So the doctor, he was like, he closed the door. And he told the nurse lady, he was like, you could just leave out, right? So he was talking to me. He was like, okay, we're going to release you to go home, but you got to tell me the truth of what happened. I said, I got to tell you what? He said, you got to tell me the truth about what happened to you. I said, oh, me and my sister, we had got up and we was playing tag and stuff. And while we was playing tag, I had slipped and fell on the ground. He was like, no, you're lying. He was like, that's not the truth. He was like, let me tell you something, son. He said, listen to me. I've been a dentist for over, I think he said maybe 10 or 15 years, right? He's like a master dentist. So he knows about injuries and how bones are forced and broken. He knows this shit. I'm a kid. I don't know this shit. I'm only telling him the lie that my mother had put in my mind. That's all I'm doing. So what ended up happening is he asked me again. He was like, son, tell me the truth. What happened to you? I was like, I was thinking about if I tell him the truth, what happened if we all go to foster care? So I was like, I don't really want to talk about it. I just fell down. And he was like, now I'm going to tell you about something else. Watch this. This is how I know that myself wanted me to tell the truth, because recently something just happened about my teeth, and I'm going to tell you about it. Yeah, let me finish. So what happened was the doctor, he didn't believe me. I know he didn't. But he was trying to look out the best interest for me, but I was trying to look at the best interest of my sisters and brothers. I didn't want them to go to foster care. That's what I was thinking about. Kids is innocent, so they don't just think about themselves, they think about others that's around them. You know what I'm saying? And I come from a family of 13. So I come from a big family, right? And so what happened was they had let me go, but for like a month or two, I was pretty much drinking out of straw, like 50 Cent. I went through that same experience that he went through. It's just the difference was I didn't get shot. It's the difference was my mother knocked my teeth out my mouth. So when I seen 50 Cent have those wires and stuff in his mouth, I was like, I know exactly how you feel, because I went through that as a kid. And so what ended up happening was I was drinking through a straw. I couldn't eat any like hard foods. I could only eat like I would make like oatmeal, but I would make it like really watery. And then I would just drink it. And then I would drink like any liquids that I can. And all the kids, they kept knocking at the door and they was like, yo, bro, where's bro at? And so I be trying not to get emotional about this shit, bro, but sometimes my emotions just hit me and shit. I'm not trying to ignore my emotions, but that shit be hitting me because it's the childhood self that's tapping in like, this is what happened to me. So this is why people be looking at me like, you look so peaceful, but I can see why you're filled with so much anger. I can see why. I can see it. And so, later on in life, the kids, they was knocking on the door and they was always asking me like, what happened to you, bro? And I was like, I don't want to talk about it. And sometimes I would get mad at the kids and be like, stop talking. Stop asking me about it. Leave me alone. And then one time I remember this one person, they was talking about my teeth, and Aaron was there, and he told the kid, he was like, shut the fuck up. Do you know what happened to him? Do you know what happened to him? Shut the fuck up. And the kid was just looking at Aaron like, oh shit. Okay. Because Aaron know what happened to me. Aaron was there. He was like, when I came back to his house, he was like, you okay, bro? He was like, my mother had told me what happened to you. She punched your teeth out your mouth? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, can I see, bro? And I kind of smiled, and he was just like, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. He was like, bro, you don't deserve nothing like that. You don't. Why would she do that to you? I was like, I don't know. I think she just hate me. She just want me dead. Why would someone do that to a kid? Why would you do that? You don't do that to a kid. Do you know what you just did to his mind? Now, if you hang your fucking ass for it, it's all justified. And so later on in life, I remember this too. I had another traumatic experience where my mother, she was watching this movie called The Passion of Christ. And I remember where she was watching it, and when she was watching The Passion of Christ, they had the Christ light on the tied up on a tree, and they was taking this long ass whip, and they was just hitting him and hitting him and hitting him. And I'm like, nobody shouldn't go through nothing like that. I'm still small. Sure enough, my mother like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a prime example out of you. Literally, I did something, maybe something in school or something. She stripped me asshole naked, told me to lay my whole body down on the ground, took a stitch cord, and I still got all these marks still on me today. She beat my body so bad that I couldn't feel anymore. So, when you sit here and you look at me and you don't know about me and you see the anger that I released on this world, don't ever fucking say I was wrong. You want to destroy me because you know who the fuck I am, right? All right then. Destroy this whole motherfucking world. Kids got to go through some traumatic experience because some black bitch know who the fuck you is and want to destroy who the fuck you are. And you tell me, marry a black woman, have children by a black woman, so she can destroy me and my children together? Don't tell me nothing. People look at bro all the time. And they look at me like, oh, you ain't never went through nothing. Okay. Then he start fucking over your world. Y'all see what I'm talking about? That's what y'all did. Y'all did that. That's what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to destroy him for who he was. Why the fuck would a mother watch The Passion of Christ, right? And then use the same tactics from the movie, right, onto her own son? Why would she do that? And you telling me he's not what? Shit. You tell me he's not who? If he's not that, why the fuck did she watch the movie A Passion of Christ and use the same tactics that they used in there? Women are sick. You think women look at slavery movies and The Passion of Christ like, oh, this is something not to do. No, bitches look at it like, no, that's something to do right there. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let me break up a motherfucker. Hell yeah. Now, When you ask me why you don't have a black woman in your corner, oh, why would I do that? Shuri showed me she was my enemy when I was a kid. Why would I do that? And don't ever tell me, no, it's a black woman that love you. All black women show me that they hate me. Don't ever say that to me. Okay? So in this world, they like to destroy children. That's connected to source. That means something. It get worse than that. I had another traumatic experience where they had this drug called Ritalin. They had understand that I was really highly intelligent, just the way I am now. I could speak about the technology of your eye, the technology of your mind, and actually break it down to you to make you understand what technology is. And so what had happened was, my mother, she basically committed adultery on my father. She was married, and she had another baby by another man. Ain't that the right thing to do, black women? So what had happened was, my father, he had left. I can't expect a man to stay in a household if, a motherfucker cheating on you and having babies with other motherfuckers. I can't say he's wrong. I can't. I would have did the same thing. I'm out of that motherfucker. I'm good. So this is how single households are actually created. It's not because, oh, the black man doesn't want to take care of his children. No, he was cheated on. And you expect him to stay there and take that mental anguish? No, I can only expect him to leave. I don't look at him like he's wrong in his decision either. I don't. He's not wrong for leaving. That's a part of the contract. And so after that happened, back to the motherfucking ghetto, because he had everything. We used to wear, those traumatic experiences happened after he left, just to let you know. It didn't happen while he was there, because I felt like if he was there, he probably would have tried to kill her. That's when I was very young, and my father kind of had some sense in him a little bit. Today, I don't know who the fuck he is. That's why I say I'm the father of myself now, okay? All right. And so what ended up happening was, this is when Social Security checks was out, where women didn't really want to work or do anything. So how they looked at it as, give the son some Ritalin, right? And what that Ritalin was designed to do is to decalcify the pineal gland as well. It slows down the narrow development of the technology of your mind. Understand that I'm still a kid, right? Understand that the mind is still being developed. The mind is not fully developed yet. It's not. This is why when young little boys, we make mistakes, because our mind's not fully developed. We don't know that. We're just going through the motherfucking experience. But our minds are underdeveloped. Now, right, you have a mind that's very, how can I say, high-powered, very, very intelligent. And so what they wanted to do was slow him down. He's becoming intelligent way too quickly. I was becoming so intelligent in school that literally they was like, what we got him here for? Like, for real. This motherfucker acing shit in 2.5. And the way that I used to move today is the same way I used to move as a kid. All the other kids used to be like, he don't participate with us. He don't want to play with us or nothing. Because I used to be like, they're fucking weird. Y'all fucking strange. Get the fuck away from me. And that's just how I am today. And so I was in regular ed. After they gave me the Ritalin pill, that's when they slowed my mind down and then put me in special ed classes. Because they was like, oh, you have a slow learning disability. I'm like, you only got the slow learning disability based on the medication that's a modification. A medication is a modification to the technology of the mind. Let me show you. Whenever you give a child a pill, right? When you give a child a pill, does the information and data inside the pill align with its vitamin code system or mineral code system? It doesn't. or any natural-based system that's within inside the hardware of the vessel. It does not. So the pill holds information and data to modify the technology of the mind in order to slow it down. Okay? So let me reveal what spells are. How do you spell pill? P-I-L-L. Take the P off, what do you get? I-L-L, ill. Okay? Now, with that being said, or whatever the case may be, I was only worth $700 every month. Isn't that the right way to do? Now, out of all that trauma experience, what you want me to do today? How you think I'm supposed to feel? Oh, you don't matter. That's just what you're supposed to go through. All right. I'm supposed to just go through that shit? It's all right. Burn this world! And you're telling me we're not supposed to be angry about what happened in our childhoods? We're not supposed to be angry. Don't ever tell me not to be angry. Give a fuck about this world. Want to destroy me based on who the fuck I am. I didn't do anything wrong. It's not like our kids or all the kids in my neighborhood tell you like, bro, cool as fuck. He's so cool, he'll give you his drink. He'd be like, you thirsty? Yeah, huh, you can have that whole shit. I'm about to go in the house and get some more. Yeah. Even kids understood in that moment, like, you didn't deserve that, bro. You did not deserve any of that shit. But this is the world that people try to forecast on me every day. You want me to hurt. You want me to be in pain. So this is why I heat the technology of the sun up and destroy everything. You white motherfuckers run the Social Security system, die! I had told you, and I always told people all the time, I said, I'm one of the worst things to bother with. I'm one of the worst. I used to tell my girlfriend this. And I'll tell you experiences about my girlfriend too, that was in the past. That way you can understand what type of individual you're dealing with. I'll tell you, I'm not gonna hide anything. I don't give a fuck. I used to tell people all the time, if you bother with me, something is going to happen to you. Something is going to happen. And people used to look at me like I was crazy. And I used to walk away from them. Then I remember I used to have this girlfriend. Yep, I'm not going to say her name because she's in the past. But I remember I had told her something. I had told her, I said, hey, you know what I mean? I had a sister named Tashayla. She had passed away many years ago. And the reason why she had passed away is because she had an enlarged heart. Her heart was too big for her body, right? And I had told my girlfriend about it just to like, you know, share to her like some emotional experiences that I went through that kind of like, you know, kind of have some effect on me a little bit. And so one day she got mad at me and she was like, yeah, fuck your dead ass sister, dead ass bitch, such and such. And I was like, what did you just say to me? She was like, yeah, fuck that dead ass bitch, such. I was like, I just walked away from her. I walked away from her and I told her, I said, you might want to stop saying that. You might want to stop saying that. For real, you might want to stop saying that. But as a black woman, all she knows is to destroy her brother, just like her mother. That's all you know. And so she kept saying that over and over and over until her sister died. Her name was Ida Boyd. She died. You would think as a black woman, she would have stopped. She didn't stop. Her mother died. She still didn't stop. And so I left her. And then when I left her, her niece died. Her nephew, for some odd reason, he turned gay. I had told you, when you bother with me, my ancestors will fuck over you. Do you understand? I'm nothing to play with. My ancestors really love me. Do you understand that? They would destroy worlds for me. Why do you think I try to keep myself so calm? Because I know what can happen. And I don't have to touch you. I don't have to touch you. I know what type of power I hold. And I try to keep myself calm because I know what will happen to people because they're foolish. And you think everybody that tried to come against me when I awaken, you think nothing is not going to happen to y'all? Something is going to happen to all of you. And don't ever tell me, bro, stop it, please. Don't let this happen to us. Destroy this whole fucking world. And try to destroy what loves me. You think the darkness that's within me don't love the light that's within me? I'm balanced on both sides. My darkness don't work against me. It works for me because I allow it to. I don't shield my darkness away from me because I understand it would destroy things that want to destroy me. Do you understand? So, when you say what you say on camera, right, and that shit hits your reality, don't fucking look at me like I'm fucking stupid. This is a world that hate Christ and hate children. So, do you understand why your world burning down today? They look at bro and look at him like he just looked like he never went through nothing. That's the way he keep it. But in the inside, you'll start understanding like, oh my God. Bro, you went through all that as a kid. It's more than just that. You think it just stops there? I just told you about the most traumatic experiences. It's more that happened. So don't ever sit here and look at us for, oh, you shouldn't be angry. I shouldn't be what? That's why your world burning today. I give a fuck about your world. These are stories that someone would have committed suicide going through this shit. This kid was strong enough to understand if I just make it to 18, I'll be all right. No, I'm not looking for no sympathy either. Do you understand that? All right. I wanted to share this experience with you. That way you understand this is something that he went through. This is something that he spoke about because when you're going through this path, right, to lead yourself away from the past, you got to talk about that shit. You have to. You can't just hold that shit in. So that's why now today, you know, I just look at life like I want to be more. I want to be something that I can say, this is love. This is peace. I don't have children in this present moment, but in the future I do. And what I would say for my son and my daughter, I would never do them like that. I would never put my hands on them. I wouldn't. Because if my son did something wrong, I'd be like, come here, son, let me talk to you. Look, this right here, you did this wrong right here, right? But you gonna make it right. You is. You just made an error just like I made an error. But I'm not gonna destroy your conscience and I'm not gonna destroy your body. I'm gonna build you up. I need you to do 200 push-ups for me. Do 200. I know it's a lot, but after you done, your body gonna be built up and your mind gonna be built up. I went through that experience for all my sons and daughters. That way they would never feel what I felt. They would never feel pain like that. They'll always be open to their papa like, now I tell papa everything. No, he's so open like an open book, he don't even judge me. He just be like, oh, you did that? I be like, I did the same thing. Yeah. It's okay. We make mistakes. I'm not here to judge you in your mistakes. I'm here to guide you in your mistakes. That's it. Here to guide you away from them. Okay? You did this. You can do this to be better. That's what I'm here for. I'm not here to control you. I'm not here to make you into something you don't want to become. If you want to become something, I'm only here to watch and guide you so you can get there. I'm not going to sit here and try to control you, control your mind, make you into something that I want you to be because I didn't fulfill my dream. You want to live your dreams through your children. That wasn't their original dream system. So, that's why this world burned today. Because everybody want to destroy me. Everybody know who I am. It's just like this other girl. She was on the phone. And my brother know her, but I'm just getting to know her and stuff. She said on the phone, she was like, yeah, I'm going to ruin you and such and such, such and such. And I disconnected from her in 2.5. I was like, bro, that may be your friend and shit. Fuck her. I ain't trying to get to know no motherfucker like that. Weak ass motherfucker. I'm good. That's why I don't trust females too much. I don't trust them. I will never trust them. Because all they do is try to hurt you. And women always ask today, why is it that the good ones stay away from us? Because you're always trying to destroy them. Bro said, nah, I applaud the stuff you went through. I would have given up. Told you. I told you. That's true. He being honest with you, bro. He being real. He like, bro, I couldn't go through that shit what you went through. You went through all that? Like, yeah. And you still standing to this day? Yes. I told you I'm from a Seminole line. And it's not about being tough or a gangster. I'm not none of that shit. Like, I don't like none of that shit at all anyway. But Seminoles, like, they warriors. So they go through shit. And they come out on top and everything. You know what I'm saying? It's just that for me, I had realized I wouldn't do this to my son. Like, my son will always be like, nah, he was very careful with me. Like, he really didn't try to harm me, destroy me. He disciplined me, but he do it in such an intelligent way. He literally be like, oh, you did that? Man, you better than that. I need 200 push-ups. Yup. Right there. Papa, I only can get 150. Go to sleep. Drop. Now, right when he wake up, you up? I need 50 more. Now, come talk to me. What you gonna do better? Instead of doing dumb shit, I'm gonna just work out. That's what I'm talking about. You a G. Give me a hug. You know I love you, right? I only did that because I love you. Okay? All right. Now, you go tell the other kids what you did and tell them what your papa do for you, okay? And my papa, he built me up. You know where your muscles that big? Yeah, he be telling me to work out and shit. You want some of this nice protein stuff? It's all natural. Want some? Yeah, there you go. I can't wait to have kids, though. I do want children. I do. I really do. I need them. They'll be helping the fuck out of me. Like, Papa, what you need help in? I need you to do this for me real quick. You do this for me real quick? Thank you. Thank you. Give me a hug. Yeah, there we go. Give me a kiss right here. There you go. All right. I see you later, okay? All right. My daughter? Oh, my God. This girl is a fucking firecracker. I be talking to this girl all the time. When I say my daughter is furious about me, bro, this little girl don't give a fuck about nothing. This little girl was like, if I was on the planet, I would be destroying these motherfuckers left and right for you. No way you went through some shit like that. Like, yeah. This little girl, she remind me of myself but a self that don't give a fuck about nothing. She don't give a fuck about nothing. She like, oh, so you going against my papa? Oh yeah, fuck over your shit right here. Fuck over your shit right. And she's relentless with the shit. That's I'm like, oh yeah, that's me in there. No, that's me in there again. This little girl love the fuck out me. She don't give a fuck about this world. Now my son, he remind me of myself too. He very calm, but boy, you get on his bad side. Oh shit. Even a sister know like he ain't nothing to play with. I'm a firecracker myself, but he ain't nothing to play with. He'll shut your whole shit down. You understand? My children love me. I get to speak to them all the time. Those are the ones I like to talk to all the time. All the time. And they talk to me all the time. So I'm never alone. But my daughter, boy, she'll fuck over you in 2.5. With a smile, though. That's how I know she me. Because that's what I would do. I would do some shit and be smiling the whole time like, bruh, it's justified. They did this over here, so I can do this right here. My son, highly intelligent. If anything, I'd be telling him, you better become more intelligent than me. You better. And you better be stronger than me, too. You better. I ain't about to hold your ass back. You supposed to be the motherfucking upgrade. Get the upgrading. Yeah. But both of them love me. They do. They like my twins. They even watch over me in this realm today. All the time. They just be looking at the experience like, no way Papa going through all this shit. My woman? Oh, shit. She quiet, but she'll fuck over you. Mm-hmm. She be like, you about to touch this? Yeah, destroy this whole shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing. There you go. If I ain't got him, she look at it like, what's the point in living? He is life. So you want to destroy that? Oh yeah, fuck over this whole world right here. There you go. Fuck over this shit. Fuck over this shit some more. Fuck over this shit right here. There you go. Told you. You gotta leave certain souls alone. You just gotta let them be. Because souls really having real passionate love for other souls. And you can't sit here and think like, oh yeah, this person look like you try to do that, they're gonna fuck over your whole world. Okay? All right, a world coming near them, isn't it? All right, that sun is heating up a whole lot, isn't it? All right. Shit is brazy as fuck. Bro said I could not. Bro said he would have gave up. See? Not saying that that individual's weak. They just being honest with you and agreeing with you like, bro, bruh. That's a hell of a traumatic experience. Yeah, I don't say nothing about it too much though. But when it comes out, at least you know. Okay? So we all went through trauma. All ancestors went through some trauma, but certain ancestors, how they keep themselves, you would never know until they express it. And then when you find out, you like, damn, bro, that's fucked up. Like, and you was just a kid. That's not right. That's not right. You're not supposed to go through something like that. Like, we all understand consciously, like, you're going to go through something, but that's unjustly. That's something to break somebody. That's not like trial and error. You fall off the bike, you catch a couple of scrapes, you learn something in life. I can understand that. You knocking bones out someone's mouth, you watching a movie and beating them down the same way, and you think they're not gonna come back to avenge what the fuck happens? Oh, yeah. Wrath on your shit. Wrath. There you go. Everything fall down. Everybody fall down. Don't say to bro, please, such and such, this and that, we sorry. You not sorry because if you was sorry, you wouldn't have done it. Before things go into play, you think about what you're going to do it. So it's premeditated. Thank you. You already preset your mind to do this. And it's right. Oh, this right. It's what the system want them to go through. Suffer. What did I do? Oh, you'll find out you're something really big. We want to stop you. Okay, destroy everybody. I had told this world already, like, if you do this to me, y'all all gonna die anyway. No, we not. Look at y'all dying today. Everybody getting burnt the fuck up. Okay? So don't look at me like I'm crazy. My motherfuckers done did crazy shit to me. Okay? All right. Shit, brazy take out here in this motherfucking world, bro. Your bro right about that. He said, but that's why we gotta make sure our kids don't have to go through any of those hardships we had to. Now you right about that. She said, enjoy this experience, chosen B. Oh, I am. Oh yeah, for sure I am. That's why a lot of people be sitting there like, bruh, yeah. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy this experience. For sure. Oh, of course not. I don't do that. Like, I don't inflict traumatic experiences on others. Like, in this community that I have already developed out of, most people, they inflict their traumatic experiences onto the next individual. That's what they do. For me, I don't do that shit because I be already understanding with myself. Like, if 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 I felt like this, then I would be making the next person feel the same way. And then also, I'm smart enough to understand with my own mind that traumatic experiences are like memories, right? You can use the memory as a form of knowledge, right? Um, I was about to lead someone with that, but your mind, based on traumatic experiences, they can, like, how can I say? It's designed to invade your mind so you can repeat the same pattern. So trauma comes from one conscious, right? And then get imprinted into another conscious. And if that conscious don't take control, then guess what happens? The same thing generate over and over and over. And I used to sit there as a kid, and I used to sit there and be like, so it's like a trauma belt. You know how they say the fruit belt? A trauma belt. Then it's wrapped around in your conscious. And then you use those traumatic experiences towards your children. And then your children get the traumatic experiences and they use them on their children. And it's keep on going from generation and generation and generation. But for me, I'm the generation to stop it. I'm not going to allow it to keep playing. That's some weak ass shit. I would never do my son like that. Like, never. My daughter, I would never do her like that. Don't get me wrong. She going to be disciplined because, you know, girls, they need some discipline in life. They do. But at the same time, I wouldn't I wouldn't do that to her or him. I wouldn't do that. They will always understand, like, now we could talk to Papa. Like, he easy to talk to. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could talk to him. And when you talk to him, like, he gonna tell you what's real. He ain't gonna sugarcoat it. He don't care if it put a tear in your eye. At least he gonna tell you the truth, though. You see what I'm saying? So, for this community, this is why people be sitting here like, yo, why he don't fuck with, you know what I mean, black people? Like, well, look at the experience that he fucking went through. All right, then. And then today, motherfuckers still acting like a bunch of fucking banshees today. Okay, then. I can understand why a motherfucker departed from that shit and didn't want to claim some shit that's a fucking program. I can understand that shit. This is why people be looking at me like I'm crazy. Like, oh, you don't claim that you from the black community. Why the fuck would I want to claim a community that only gave me traumatic experiences? From when I was a kid, all the way up into having a girlfriend, all the way up into fucking now, bro. This is why even my neighbors be like, leave bro alone. They look at me like, yeah, he one of them ones, but leave him alone. Leave him alone, bro. And you could tell people be trying to come around me to, like, I guess, get to know me, and I push their ass away. Get the fuck away from me. Why the fuck you want to get to know me? What, so you can hurt me and shit? And then people would tell me like, bro, everybody not trying to hurt you. Shut the fuck up. Everybody that try to come around me trying to hurt me. Ain't nothing been different. Because they know who he is. That's why I don't bother with people, bro. I leave them the fuck alone. I just stay to myself. And it's better that way. I've been like that ever since I was small. And people couldn't understand it. Because I'm like, all these people, all they do is judge me. Make problems out of me and shit. I ain't even doing shit. My teacher used to be like, he passed in every subject, but when it comes to participation, they give me an F. Because I'm like, I got to participate with kids, other people? Yeah, fuck that. Give a fuck about any of that. I was like that ever since I was small. They call me an introvert. I'm always in with myself. I'm not on the outside with people. I don't give a fuck about none of that. Once people showed me what they were, I was like, yeah, fuck people. I don't give a fuck about that. That's why people be like, how can you come amongst a whole bunch of people? I will connect with the motherfucking trees and all the motherfucking animals before I connect to people. People want you to feel pain. People want you to be destitute based on who you are. That's what humans do. This is the human nature. Distorted. Talking about something, I'm not allowed to be angry based on what had happened to me. Let go, brother. Let go. How am I supposed to let go if all you motherfuckers is doing this every day? I'm just going to keep following myself. That's what I'm going to do. I will be everywhere. Because I am. When I tell you that stuff, right, I always tell you, like, I'm looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for you to be, oh, I'm so sorry. I'm not looking for none of that. But if you express that, I understand. Okay? Okay? All right. You know what I'm saying? I understand that. You like, damn, bro, that's fucked up. You was a kid, bro. What the fuck? Like, I know. I know. That's why I just keep to myself. I do go out. You know what I mean? Like, later on, I'm going to go play some basketball. You know what I'm saying? I still go out and stuff. I still treat myself the way I need to. I don't mistreat myself because of my experiences, though. No, hell no, I don't do that. I still go out, I still do, great things for myself. You know what I'm saying? But I stay away from people. And people see that. Even when they come around me, I could be going out to eat, and I already know, like, people, they just naturally attracted to me. I already know that. I don't fight against it. I just get away from them. And they be sitting there looking puzzled like, why the fuck you just moved away from us? Because you're only going to come and do one thing. People only showed me one thing with them. That was it. You know what that is? Make problems. Make you believe into the problem. Manipulate you into the problem. Say that you ain't shit. That's what people showed me all my life. What else you want me to see from humans? What else? What? Show me. So this is why someone can cut off the whole world from their conscious and understand, I'd rather just be with myself the whole time. I don't really like being connected to people. I just don't. You got to understand, a conscious been like that ever since it came to this world, and still is like that today. And people are still like, what did y'all do for this conscious to literally be like, I don't want no experience with human beings? Because every time I invite human beings to my experiences, it's always getting fucked up. Like today is not fucked up because it don't have no human beings in it. It don't. Every day without humans is a better day. Every day with humans is always a fucked up day. So don't come over here bothering with me or none of that stuff. I love my childhood self. And I let my childhood self take the wheel too. Hell yeah, I'd be like, drive the car, bro. Where we going at? We're going over here. I want to do this too. Want to do this? You want to go fishing? Yeah, go grab that pond thing over there. We can go over here. And people sit there and be like, he don't want to be bothered with nobody else. Leave him the fuck alone. Because if he get upset, he gonna release some shit on your shit for you to get the fuck away from him. It's so bad with you motherfuckers, he don't even want to find out. And I always tell myself all the time, I be like, I don't want to block out nobody that I should have an experience with. I'm at least open to that. And how do I know? It was this one girl, her name was Shaquana. And she was like, she seen me, she was like, you was so handsome, you look really nice today. And I was like, oh, thank you. But I was kind of startled a little bit. And I was like, why am I startled? Because you're not used to interacting with people, bro. You're not. You're just used to interacting with yourself. And there's nothing wrong with that. And then so we was talking for a little bit. And I was like, you want to exchange numbers? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay. So I gave her my phone. She put my number in her phone, whatever the case may be. But as soon as I had gave her my phone number, here come human beings. My phone gets stolen. Now I'm trying to figure out, like, why every time I make a connection with somebody, it's always a stupid fucking human being trying to block what the fuck I got going on, bro. And this is why I be like, burn, die, die, die. And then people be like, that's how he look at the world and make it better when stuff like that happen. Because human beings is not coming to bro, like, what you want? What you want to experience? What you want in life? How can I help you? They don't do that. They make problems out of everything that I do. So if I wish them the fuck away, there's no fucking problems. And don't try to tell me, well, everybody's not like that. Everybody that I come in contact is like that. The fuck are you talking about? You're not living the same experience that I'm living through my eyes, through my mind, through my soul, through my spirit, through my heart. You're not. If you see what I would see and go through what I was going through, you would have been left this motherfucking world. I'm still sitting here for a reason. And I can't give up on myself because then I feel like I'm being weak. And that's what people can't defeat in me. You don't like that because you can't defeat me. You can't. So this is why the world burning today. Now you think about what you did to that kid right there. Remember you did this? Burn. Die. And the world get better. It do. When you take a mind and you repeatedly, as human beings, give it an experience, oh, fuck you, you ain't nobody to sit in third. Then the conscience is gonna look at it like, wish all human beings away. Get the fuck out my world. Then hundreds and hundreds and thousands of people start dying everywhere. Europe, Germany, Switzerland, Great Britain, America. You all want to work against me. Everybody died. Don't tell me what I'm doing is wrong. I want the sun to bring the conscience of the earth closer and closer to the sun. Destroy everything. You hate me? This is what you get. You got it? Don't fucking tell me to stop. Because when I was birthed, didn't nobody fucking stop. Only I showed myself love. Only I stood up for myself. So don't expect me to change the course, the direction of what everything is going to experience in this realm. You think about the pain that you put on that child. You think about that. And you think about all the pain that everyone is going through right now. No one ain't thinking about that part. Why are we going through this? Is it because we did something to these kids? Right. This world is